I need to grab something real quick. Be right back.
Yeah, I'll be turning this.
All right, who's that guy? There's always one.
Always one. All right. Oh, stop. Anyway, hey everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
We are now officially, kind of, sort of, mostly live. And it didn't take 20 minutes to do it. It actually took us almost exactly what it should have taken us. So,
Sounds
not
good.
totally technologically challenged. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good night or morning as wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, afternoon for me, and I guess for James as well. Lunchtime.
What was that, sorry?
That afternoon.
All right.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it, George.
It's okay, Jake. What's happening, man?
I was playing Minecraft with my friends.
Nice. Minecraft, thanks. Priorities, you bastard.
I was playing since 7. I was like, all right, we're not gonna. This live is not gonna start till 10. I was like, all right, I'll play some Minecraft with my friends. Play some Realms.
Nice.
Because I was bored of Overwatch. I'm like, I'm tired of playing like fast-paced game. Why not take a slow-paced game for a while? Oh, what is that? Oh no, is this a water slide that's on the floor?
All right. Hey.
Ah, the water slide fell. Dang it.
All right. So, let's see who we got going on right now. We got Chris, we got Freddie, we got Jake, we got Tex, we got Jess, and James. What am I missing?
Surge.
Serge we're waiting for, and we are waiting for Ethan as well. And Gabe may not be able to make it. So.
Oh, Gabe's busy. Aw.
Yeah, Gabe's tied up. Unfortunately, he's got a family thing, which is cool. Go hang with family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I love
I
that
just
line.
sent the missus out and went, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to sit here and
Play with my
pretend
toys.
like I'm...
Play with my
I'm gonna-
toys.
That'll show her.
Nice.
Yeah.
So James, if I recall correctly from a previous multiple conversations, I'm sure is she kicking your ass to get this done too?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome.
Oh, well, she's just pissed off because I've been spending every minute awake, like in this room, just building, trying to get this finished in time, and
I'm sure.
not spending any time with her.
Oh man.
So,
Let me get some
it is
water.
what
I'll be
it
right
is.
back.
well, I've pretty much finished painting the model now, so I'm just water slides, panel lining, and then I can get back to the diorama. So that gives me like a good week and a bit to finish.
Awesome, man.
I love that. That was quite nice.
Cheers, man. So
Yeah.
I stayed up till about 4 a.m. last night painting this thing.
Dude. The modulation
so-
on that is just unreal.
So I finished doing all the missiles. I've got a few little bits to touch up still, but for the most part, it is, I would say, finished. Although I've still got to matte coat it because gloss is disgusting.
Yeah. But still, Jesus, dude. Look,
So-
see, James, I told you it's going to become the James show once you start introducing this diet.
Nah. The dio's in pieces over there. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'll just slowly get through this because I got pretty much today, then next weekend, and then straight to Sydney the weekend after. So as long as my goal was to have this painted, panel lined, and decaled by the end of today, and that gives me a solid week to try to finish this dio.
Nice. How long will it take for the resin to dry?
Like 24 hours.
Well, that's not so bad. Nice.
So like pretty much I'll pour the resin hopefully this week, like around Wednesday, Thursday. So that way it will be dry for the weekend, and that gives me 2 days of just doing the final touch-ups and then working out how I'm getting it to Sydney.
In one piece.
In one piece, right.
So, well, we're flying up. Worst case, if I can't get a case to take it on the plane, I'll just throw it at Craig Flynn and go, hey, you're driving up, throw this in the back of your car, mate.
Nice. Use your friends wisely. Absolutely.
Well, that's why we drove up last year, because there was no way in hell I was flying up with a underground base dio. It's way too big.
Yeah. How did you even? We can get that later. I'm curious to see how you transported that beast.
I like build a custom big MDF box at work. I like, because I'm a cabinet maker, I made a custom big box for it, which was ridiculously heavy. It was pretty much essentially a giant road case.
Oh wow!
Did the job though, but yeah, it was a little bit overkill.
My kind of overkill. Love it. All right, so I'm just gonna check one last thing, and then we're gonna get, I guess, officially started. I missed something. Oh, let me just get to Ethan. Just let him know. Yep, I'll resend. Sorry, guys.
You should be.
Yeah, I'm a bastard.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, hey. All right. All right, sent again. All right, so why don't we get started real quickly? So, hi everybody. George, I'm Old School Gunpla with the on Instagram and on the what is it? The Team Awful Discord.
Team Awful.
Team Awful.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome everybody to another month of monthly get together here on YouTube. And I got a bunch of really fine folk with me today. Why don't we just quickly go right down the list here? I'm going to start with a Chris. Why don't you start real quickly, man? Introduce yourself.
Sure.
Sure.
My name is Chris. I am from Arizona. I am the founder and I help run contests out here. My club has about 500 members now, almost.
God damn.
That I started about 4 years ago. That sounded good.
What was that?
What was that? I heard that as well.
I just broke a bit.
Oh, dude. Oh, no.
And it's documented forever.
Oh well, it's plastic. I can fix it. Sorry, continue. Right. Ignore me.
So yeah, we just about broke 500 members. I'm going to be running Sabaticon again this year. I'm hoping to get a bigger turnout than last year. I'll be there for a whole weekend, which this Dom will be there hopefully, which there it is right now. It's almost getting there.
Nice.
That's really about it. Well, my B-Wing, I just finished that for IPMS Nationals this year.
Are you going up to IPMS Nationals?
You're going to Chattanooga?
I will be there, yes.
Sweet, man.
Have fun.
I'll try. Thank you.
A lot of distilleries around there.
Ooh.
Well,
and that's like my kind of place.
But the guys I'm going with, we'll probably be at all of them.
Oh, jeez. Nice. Nice. All right, Crystal, thanks so much. Freddie, why don't you give us a little lowdown on yourself?
What's up? Freddie. I go by Freddie Was Wrong pretty much everywhere. I'm working on this thing today.
God damn, I love that thing.
So good.
The 1.1 pound beast, right?
Yeah.
It was high off.
A lot of people were guessing way too high.
When somebody comes up and says something like, guess how much this thing weighs when the base unit is something like this, and you're like, oh, it's got to be like on some extreme end of things. So I was like way off.
Well, 3 times the weight, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
So I almost have this finished. All I really have to do is let me just switch the camera down like that.
Oh man.
So basically we have most of it sculpted already. I just need this side done, and the head, which I started yesterday by doing a little, I guess where the horns are coming out of, to give it a little bit of texture. I just need to add texture to the rest of the head here.
Dude, that thing is just sick good.
Yeah, it's turning out a lot better than I thought it would. Just need to clean it up a bit, and yeah, ready to go.
Nice, man. Yeah, again, kudos, because I think your last one was pretty spectacular, and then we see this one, and it just notches it up another level. It's fantastic, man.
Oh, thanks. Wait till you see the next one.
Cool.
If you ever want to see a bunch of little petite guys all bloody and spread across the beach, it'll be the time.
Oh, really?
Nice.
It's for the
I'm just expecting-
Gunpla Girl build off.
I'm just expecting you to make something really happy next.
No
It'll come out
way.
of complete left
Hey,
field.
this isn't happy. Look at the smile on it.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
He's happy to see you.
Well, correct.
Happy.
When I say happy, I mean more like ponies and unicorns.
Not my style.
Exactly. That's why it's funny.
Oh my god. Anyway, Freddie, that looks awesome, and thank you for the intro. All right, Jake, why don't you give us your little lowdown?
Hey guys, my name's Jake. My Instagram handle is also @jakey. I'm a collector, mainly a Gunpla collector, and what I'm working now is the Perfect Strike special coating, the P Bandai Limited.
That's cool, man. Nice, man. Looking good.
Actually,
Alrighty.
really just water slide decaling. It's really annoying.
Oh, come on. Water slides?
Well, for
Water
this
slides
one, no, because it's what is it? It's a titanium coat, so it slides right off after it dries.
are really?
Yeah, I have to put even if I put mark setter, it just like for some reason just falls off.
That's kind of crazy.
Really?
Never heard that. Wow.
Yeah, for titanium finish, you have to like it's either a hit or miss. You just hope it stays.
God damn, good to know, man. Thank you.
So I gotta put. So I recommend like what is it? After you're done, if it's a titanium finish, gloss coat it right after you finish all the.
I was
water.
about to say, yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to finish it up and then quickly gloss coat it so I can protect it.
I would have almost done that like part by part before putting it all together, knowing that was going to happen.
True.
If I knew, yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, I still have 5 more special coating kits to work on. So this is gonna be tiring.
You're a masochist, buddy.
Yeah. But our kind of masochist. We kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So, Jake, thank you very much. Let's, why don't we head over to Jess? Jess, why don't you make a quick introduction, please?
Okay, yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Jess, or Justa, on Insta. At the moment, I'm currently working on my Great Messenger. I really just want all of them. I want to get as many as I can, so that's going to be my next goal over the year. Just buy them all, just build them all, have like an army of Hello Kitty messengers, all of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's probably what I'm going to be working on for quite some time, which is a blessing and a curse because they're quite expensive, but I love them. I really, really love them.
Well, wait till you start collecting. That's the dark side of it.
The dark
Most
side.
definitely.
I
Yeah, I know.
blame Johnny. I blame Johnny. If he's in the chat, I'm trying to find him.
Johnny's in the chat.
I think he's there.
Awesome. Thanks, Jess. I appreciate that. Nice little intro. Let's go to, who am I missing now? Let's go to, hey, Tex.
Cough,
Hi,
cough.
Tex.
Hi, hang on, let me switch over for a hot second. Let's see. Okay. Hi. Text here.
Hi,
Text
hi,
Text
Tex.
Marquise on Instagram. Hey girl. So it's so cool to finally like interact with you on a camera instead of just like talking about our dogs on Instagram.
Oh, I know.
And a
about
chat.
it.
I know. So I'm right now just working on a fun little build for myself. Well, not for myself. Yes, for myself. For SC GMC coming up in November. It's Veterans Day weekend, hosted by those Gundam guys out here in Pomona, California. By here, I mean not where I'm sitting currently, but where I will be around that time.
So you're not hosting it in your apartment, your condo, your residence.
No.
Oh, okay.
I am done hosting
You're
parties
welcome.
for at least like half a year. I'm good right now. I tapped out after the last baby shower. I'm good. So I'm working on my Fei-In night, and then when I'm not here, I have my GBWC build that I'm working on. somewhere else in this house. Just depends where I am during the day. Well, it's just what's going on, and I'm eagerly looking for and stalking everybody's work in progresses for the summer of '79 contest
man, there are
that
some
the
good
gang has
ones.
going on. Yeah,
There are some good
Yeah.
ones.
yeah, Miami's I'm already in love with, and he's like set the bar for it already, and I'm seeing more and more people share their progress and what they're working on, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited.
Oh, speaking
Have
of
you
GPWC.
seen
Oh,
I wish I had
Sorry,
time
go
for
on.
that.
Sorry, go on.
no, finish it. Sorry,
No,
Jess.
interrupt everyone. Don't worry, Jess.
Yep.
Be rude.
Keep going,
Rude is
Jess.
good.
Yeah, sorry, Jess, you were interrupted. Could you repeat that?
Sorry.
Okay. Have you seen Courtney's Leo with like the little blonde wig? Oh man, it
Oh,
is
I saw. I
so
caught it the
cute.
other day. Yeah, I have to go
Wait a
back
minute.
and look at it again.
I think that one is already my favorite one. I love it so much.
Oh god.
The
Cindy Brady in a little Leo. I
yeah,
love it.
yeah, that's exactly it. And then I kind of got like a Grease vibe from it too for like Summer Lovin' when I saw it. And then the Haro Beach Ball, it just made me want hot dog on a stick and some lemonade so bad.
Oh, I miss
It's
Japan.
ridiculous.
Saying hot dog on a stick reminds me of Japan, and I can't wait to get back.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Tex. And am I missing anybody? Because I'm just kind of like.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yo,
Wow. What the hell was that?
that was a burrito. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
That's what it sounds like out of the bag.
I forgot the mic was so close. I'm sorry.
Nice. Let's
Oh.
see. All right. So I think we got.
God
Did I get
damn it.
everybody? Did I miss anybody?
No, you didn't miss anyone.
Excellent. Awesome. Every now and then you get things right.
I think we forgot James.
What?
No, you
I
one
was
never
at the
forgets
start.
James.
I was like before at the very start, or were we not doing? I don't know if I did introductions or not. Anyway, but moral story is I just broke another bit. Fuck.
Are you serious?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, bad luck.
Maybe you should
This
just
is like
put
the
it down.
bad luck stream.
Yeah, maybe just like
Uh,
we're kind of
Just step away from the Gunpla.
Yeah, I just broke the ball connector, like that connects the foot to the leg.
Oh,
bugger.
I see pinning in your future, buddy.
I see, just replacing the part with a new one.
Oh.
or just metal rods.
I'm pretty sure I can source a pit off another kit. That's what I keep all these trash old kits I built when I first started.
Yeah, that always
Like
works.
pretty much everything I snap built when I first started has been designated to the Greeble graveyard.
You know, James, I just got. I feel like I have to ask. It's like
Yes.
you've broken at least 2 parts since we started this stream. It's almost like you're subconsciously telling yourself, "I'm not really pushing this hard enough. I feel like I got to challenge myself some more by breaking shit."
Well,
Oh,
the question is, does he have enough parts to last the entire stream?
Well, yeah.
If it's not broke,
Yeah.
break it anyway.
well, I fixed the other one
Curious.
already, so
Will
it's
we
all
have
right.
enough spare? That's the question.
No.
No.
No, it's all good. Like it's just little bits of plastic. It doesn't matter. I can fix it. I have the technology. Yeah, it's just probably because I like was not paying attention and like painted ball joints, and
Oh, Ethan.
then they get a little bit tight, and
Ethan's-
then I pulled a bit too hard,
Pop.
and yeah, it's all good. But most of the tedious work's all done, and pretty much the good thing is like once I've finished panel lining and done my matte coats anyway, everything will be super glued into place, so it'll never move again anyway. So because I don't need any range of motion in anything once it's set up.
Right.
That's just things that can break. Because yeah,
Hold
but
it.
that's
Hey,
the, like everyone's thing of like, oh, look at all the articulation this has. I'm like, yeah, but once I glue it all together and put it on a
Yeah.
diorama, it's not needed. It's never going to move again. It's all well and good, but not my thing.
Can we hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that Ethan?
Huzzah! It is Ethan.
Ethan, awesome, man.
Hi.
We have no picture, but we have an interesting little cartoon figure of you.
Yeah, that's from JoJo. You'll see
Yeah,
plenty of that if
that's,
you
I see the art style.
talk to me enough.
Nice.
Oh God, I'm sorry, that was loud. I'm just doing part cleanup right now.
Ethan, give us a little bit more than that. Doing park cleanup. Come on, introduce
Park
yourself.
Okay, well, hi, I'm Ethan. I've been working on Gundams for a little while, not really long. I've learned virtually no skills so far, but already I recognize that the first couple RGs I built are hot garbage and will eventually go into
You just described the whole line, buddy.
No, you didn't.
They'll eventually go into a kit bash. I probably anyway. They're seed RGs. I got Ale Strike, Freedom, and Destiny, and yeah, the nippers I used on them were somebody's old nippers that I think were used to cut actual wires.
Oh,
So
jeez.
the nub marks are not only present but highly mangled.
Wow, dude. You know, Walmart, $5. You're all set.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all set right now. I've got a primary and a secondary nippers. I've got the USA Gundam Store
Oh, there
single
you go.
bladed. Oh, they're so nice compared to what I was using.
Oh yeah, there's a big difference when you go from wire cutters to actual Gunpla nippers like I use from Gundam Planets.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I started off with the scissor.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh God.
That's
That kit.
Oh, you guys are a step ahead of me. I started off with twisting those parts off the screw.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, that as well. That as well.
Yep, I did that.
And when you had difficulty,
child.
you just go with your teeth.
Just to clean the nubs.
I just give it to a teething toddler. And say,
Oh, yeah.
go for it.
And have fun.
Hopefully somebody's
there's-
that you don't care about because if they choke on it, you don't want to feel guilty about it.
Oh, I wouldn't feel guilty.
No,
there's
never feel
always
guilty.
the problems with
Hey John, you want to bite
people
off some
new to the
plastic?
hobby that you accidentally cut off one of the few nubs that you do need for like attaching armor. That's always fun.
That's when you get the super glue out. Oops.
Absolutely.
Do I hear cement?
Cement?
Yeah, I cement the armor sometimes because I hate it falling off like I did for this kit.
100%.
We were referring to when you cut off a nub that you needed.
Oh, yikes. I just give up on that kit.
Buy another one.
Yeah, it happens. My, what is it? The Massacred Wing Zero. I cut one of the nubs for the wings.
Oh,
So I gave up on it. I was like, oh, all right, selling it for spare parts.
You couldn't glue it back together?
No.
Oh.
It was what is it? It's the end of the wing where you need to put the, for one of the effects of the parts.
Oh, where it
Oh,
kind of just
bugger.
loops into that little joint right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was nothing that I could do. I tried cementing it. I was like, I could try gluing it, but it's kind of
Just
annoying.
didn't work. Oh.
I just thought of a solution, but it doesn't matter. So
Everything
about it.
can be fixed if you are keen enough.
I'm if you'll excuse the pun, Giara-ing up to participate in my first build off, specifically with a Giara.
That was
Alright.
good. That was good, Ethan.
But I'm fool enough that I'm like, hey, let's try 6 new techniques.
well, you're not gonna learn any other way. And if
Exactly.
this kit speaks for it, do it.
Yeah,
Calls for
the
Excuse me.
You tried and you failed. The lesson is never try.
exactly.
Never do it again. Oh yeah, George. There's me, Johnny, and Wayne are actually doing a Dynamis build off starting the 1st of July.
Oh, nice, man.
So I'm trying
That's
to
so
rush
cool.
through this so I could have like a clean slate to work on a new project.
It's cool, man. Send me that information, and I'll make sure I discuss it on Tuesday. I want to
Got
make
it.
sure we kind of get that stuff publicized. Cool, man. So I think we're only waiting for Surge.
I should message him
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, and actually he's having similar types of issues. So with getting on here, but hopefully we'll have him on very shortly.
So my problem was I didn't have you in my contacts list, so I had to go into my Hangouts settings and then look at like invites back there. So if you want to tell him that that's an option,
I will tell him that right now.
Call him.
I haven't
Caller.
I haven't used Google Hangouts since I was active on Google Plus in like 2013.
What happened? All right. Let me put on headphones and I'll help you.
Nice. Online tech support.
Geek Squad. How may I help you?
Hey. We don't talk about Geek Squad. Sorry.
Switch the camera and I'll see it.
Wait, why don't we talk about Geek Squad?
Why don't we? Because they're kind of like the 800-pound gorilla competitor to us. So.
Oh, like for real? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't care if you talk about it. But
No, I'm just now realizing. All right. Yeah.
Did you check your emails? Because George, I'm pretty sure George sent the.
Resent, yes, sir. So.
Let me check. Oh, they said try going to your Google Hangout and then check what is it, invites. Let me check.
So, all right. While we're waiting for Surge, I guess we kind of did the intro rounds. We kind of discussed a little bit about what we're doing. So,
George.
Yes, sir.
You sent the invite to Surge, right?
I sure did.
All right. He said he doesn't see it.
In the invites, there's a tab over for spam if he doesn't have them in there.
Check spam, Surge.
You
I can
gotta,
certainly be considered spam.
if you're in the Google Hangouts menu, you click the three dots, you go down to invites, and it'll either say invite, no invites, or there'll be a tab for spam where you may find it.
It'll work. Nice. All right. So, unlike a couple of the other, the reason why I like to do this is it's just our way of kind of getting to know each other and to talk not only about what we're building, but also just kind of like what kind of got us into this and that type of thing. So, if anybody wants to kind of start chiming in a little bit about how. Everything okay, Jake? I'm just saying, if anybody wants to kind of start chiming in about, kind of like what's going on with them, and in relation to kind of what we do with build. Cool.
Yeah. Yesterday, I went to a local meetup here, one of the first ones for this small little Japanese collectibles and toy store here in San Diego. And it's the first Gunpla meetup build night that the owner was hosting, and she'd been wanting to host, build nights for a while. She mainly sells soft vinyl toys and holds this big, like, mini convention during San Diego Comic-Con where some big names for soft vinyl artists come in.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was this whole like soft vinyl subculture.
Yeah.
Specifically here. And talked to her a bit with some of those Gundam guys and who are also here in San Diego, those of us down here. And she was just picking our brains on things that she can provide, if this is enough space, what materials and supplies she should be carrying, what people are looking for. And pretty much the answer was, anything that you can't get here. So like Gaia notes and certain Bister hobby tools that we have to wait forever to order from, which we found out that she's got accounts with and for back in Japan, and like makes a monthly trip and brings things back. So
that's
we're excited to have something that's not in LA that we have to go drive up for. So
that
was my day yesterday.
Like driving hours to hang out with the drunk guys.
No, I can get that anywhere. The fact that I do it just for you guys is just sheer stupidity on my part.
Wow. So she actually goes over to Japan on a monthly basis specifically to do this, just to bring stuff. Wow.
To get stuff back when she can. She usually goes like I said, she goes once a month, and it's easier for her. She's from there, but she's been here running another shop that's up the street for about 10 years. So just kind of her shtick.
Good deal.
Wow, that's awesome. So how was the build day?
It was all right. You know, it's the first one. There was I felt like definitely one of like the adults in the room. So a little
Did
slow
you
start.
you felt like one of the adults in the room?
Yeah,
There's the first for everything.
yeah. I'm kidding. But you know, it was fun. There was a lot of younger builders asking us questions. You know, it's kind of like the same stuff that you see online. Oh, what kit should I get? You know, I like this series. What do you recommend?
Yep.
What tools do you think I absolutely need? I'd like to try airbrushing. What do you recommend?
And
It's a
there's
lot of just open Q&A, honestly.
a lot of the time people like to say that there's no right answers for some of that stuff, but there really are sometimes, as I learned the hard way with seed RGs, because I've worked with some other people, looked at some other stuff, and they're all very like samey as far as building the frame. It's the exact same thing every time, and for someone who's so new, getting burnt out on building the same thing over and over and over was probably a terrible way to start getting into the hobby, and it's probably why it's taken me so long to start learning new skills.
And boy, do I have a 36-part kit that you would love.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, as far as the right and the wrong answers go, you know, I just told them, you know, whatever looks cool to you, but also keep in mind that, you know, there are kits before a certain year that are going to be a little more trying on your patience than the more modern stuff that's that they've, you know, engineered over the years. So like the newer kits.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I always went from starting out, it's probably not a good idea if you've never built models before, to go with the tiniest part kits. I mean, personally, I love everything RG because I'm a sucker for really tiny details. But that's the thing. I had, one mate start with an RG and absolutely hated it. And I've never seen anyone break so many parts on one kit. It was hilarious. But yeah, that's probably not the best idea to recommend RGs to beginners.
Especially the Zeta. I think it's terrible. The hand grenade waiting to happen.
Oh, I heard about that.
But I also think the RG line's more for probably people like me that glue them into place and can't be bothered to say modifying a kit, so it makes a really nice out of box painted up display piece. Like, I don't think the hand grenade thing on kits really matters too much, like once you glue it all together anyway.
Right.
Yeah, but when you're just starting out, that gluing can seem very intimidating.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And final.
Yes, correct.
Which I always find interesting because, like, for me, having grown up and I'm going to sound like the old bastard that I am, but for me, it's like you started with gluing. It was like snapping was something totally new. So even with all the stuff that I'm working on now, everything does get cemented together. But I guess my mindset is like, well, why wouldn't you glue something together? But I guess you don't. Most people don't.
No, and I think that's one of the things that Bandai has definitely spoiled us on is that snapping, because having gone back and done, you know, jets and whatnot, it's just like, I had it good. Why would I ever do this to myself again?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I've gone back and started working on everything that's not Gundam, and it's kind of more fun because I'm gluing shit together. But
it requires quite a little more effort.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, even with cementing, I mean, if you want to eliminate a seam line, especially for a kit that maybe not be one of the most recent vintage kits, don't you still need to cement it in order to eliminate a seam line?
Oh,
absolutely.
100%.
So.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, Jesus, Jake.
Seam lines on the
number
head.
3.
I was gonna say, is that broken part number 3?
We should just have a kill counter going for you.
All right. I'm going to actually, hey, Gary, if you're listening, you are our kill count. James has now broken 3 pieces on his kit. Please be the recorder. James, I'm sorry.
It's all right. This wasn't that bad. I just like knocked one of the missiles off the wings. Nothing but a glue cut. That's not a break. It's just a.
It was going to come out in combat anyway. It's fine.
Just bow down.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Tex, that was like the perfect answer. It's like the gentlest answer one could give. I love it.
Thanks. I don't really consider myself a gentle person.
That's so cool.
Can't confirm, not gentle.
Oh, jeez.
He knows.
Oh, my.
Wow.
I have a finger that was injured.
Wow. Hey, Tex, just kind of.
Yeah.
You were just again talking about your build day. So you had, what you said it was primarily a younger crowd. So was it just, are we talking about like young kids or just people who are just getting into the hobby who were there?
Yeah, we're talking about people just getting into the hobby in that, you know, awkward teenager phase.
Oh, let's not go down that road.
Yeah, that's it. They all meant very well.
That's good. Yeah, at our local, I think what we're trying to do in July is the next build is to actually try to get a young crowd, and we're actually advertising it that way, that it is a build day for kids. You know, for lack of a better term.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just
that's really
the guys like myself are going to show up anyway, but yeah, just try to see if we can get the parents to say, hey, you know what, we need to do something with Johnny or Wendy or whatever. Let's send them in on
family build night.
Yeah. I like that one too.
Well, that's a so Model Expo that just happened in Melbourne the other week. They always have like a Hobbyco and stuff sponsor a kids build table. So
oh my god, I love that table.
So they set up
that table.
It's so good.
I have
so
to
they,
say,
yeah.
you know, I think that table was probably my favorite one. Is that? I don't know. I loved it. I loved it.
No, the one we saw at Nationals out here was great. I was like, oh, if I had known, I would have volunteered to like help out.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's all run by like a lot of the Gunpla Builders Australia guys, and now it's a lot of the sci-fi modelers of Victoria that sit around and run that. But yeah, it was just cool because they were giving kits like either like petite bear guys or like SD unicorns and shit for the kids to build. So just it was good because it gets the parents that are looking at all the models, the kids, something to do, and then they get to take a model kit home with them, which is always nice.
Get to leave with a toy. Selling point.
And you get to sell a pair of nippers while you're at it.
You gotta get them when they're young.
Yeah. So at Anime Boston this past year, I mentioned this once before, there was a dad and a son who came by, and we had a room where we set up where people could build, and this one kid was really into building it, and it was just like, he was just like laser focused. His dad was kind of helping him, and you know, we kind of, a couple of us went around just to make sure questions, whatever, were answered. But my hope is that next year we'll see him again, and you know, maybe he'll be at a different level too. So it's kind of exciting to see that growth.
We get a lot of that at SCGMC, where you see, you know, people entering the beginners category, and then next thing you know, next year, it's like they're a totally different builder.
Wow. Well, you know, I would love to hear stories of somebody who kind of grew up like that. Just to, you know, it'd be great if they got to an age where they can be on Instagram and kind of talk a little bit about that. That'd be awesome.
I think there will. I think in the near future that'll definitely happen. There's a family group that came out, and the boys are a little younger, but that whole family, the dad and the two sons, swept.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Hey,
Surge!
I helped them.
Thanks, Jake.
All right, bye, Jake. No, bye.
Be gone.
Nice.
All right. Yeah,
Surge,
he didn't
introduce yourself, friends. Thank you for jumping in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me more than
Yeah.
He's elated, clearly.
Very much. Look at the smile on his face, man.
Yeah.
It's like he just discovered fire.
I kind of did.
He just
No,
discovered-
because this was the most difficult thing to do today. So, you know, me accomplishing that, it makes me feel
Great.
Awesome.
So I'm right there with you. I got in here almost 20 minutes late, so I was like, well, he said he sent the invite.
Yeah.
All right, so this will change. I think next month we'll try something a little different, not the Google Hangouts thing.
And I never got it.
So
Well,
they
maybe
getting rid
not,
of Google
not
Hangouts
the Google
apparently.
Hangouts, but maybe we'd like give it a test run 20 minutes, 30 minutes beforehand, just so everybody makes sure they can get in.
Oh yeah. So Ethan, this is why it started at 10 o'clock this time, as opposed to 10:30 when the broadcasting, because I decided I was going to jump in around 20 past and test some stuff out. But again, nothing works perfectly. So,
it's fine.
but thank you. So anyway, let's get back to Serge real quickly. Serge, everybody's introduced themselves. Your turn, my friend.
What's up? I'm Serge. I'm a 29-year-old non-smoking Sagittarius from Boston. I like pizza and long walks along the beach
And where we're going,
side.
will you come over, Serge? Yo, we're going to the pizza place then? The one that you tagged me in?
I thought you were going to the beach.
Yes.
We're going there.
No, Jake, I'm definitely going. It's only like literally
All right,
5 minutes.
all right, come
from
early.
Wrestling.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you.
Well, I'm not gonna get to New York till 3, so I think I'm gonna skip the whole Image Anime and Midtown Comic.
It's not much.
stuff. Yeah.
Plus, why would you stop there? You have like literally 7 kids sitting right here waiting for you.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. I have so many kids waiting on me.
So Serge is getting like he's buying 7 kits off of me, and they're not small as well. They're like what, 4 master grades?
Yeah, something like that.
Let's go.
Instant backlog.
Welcome to the addiction.
You thought you hit bottom? Oh, buddy.
Last
Nice.
count, I had almost 70.
I don't count.
My last count is probably at 250.
Oh, ouch! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of kits, Tex, how far are you on that Valkyrie?
Why would you ask a stupid question?
Dude, as soon as I knew you were going to ask it, it's like, don't go down that road. Don't go down that road.
Look, I've got a game plan, and I'm sorry if you'll be dead before it happens.
I probably will be.
That game plan involves copying someone else.
Is that a challenge?
Oh, it's a promise.
Nice.
It's not copying if they write a guide, is all I'm saying. Leave me alone.
Oh, man.
Work smarter, not harder.
That's awesome. Well, Danny Gunpla said he's going to be doing his for Macross March next year. Maybe you guys can talk and kind of build together.
He will definitely be done before me.
That's awesome. Oh, man.
Danny does some beautiful paint work. I wish I could just tutor under that guy for a year.
Just ask.
Who's that? What?
Dude, just
I'm,
ask.
I'm trying to exhaust my local resources first. I'm working with a friend
There
of
ain't
mine.
nothing wrong with outsourcing. Everybody does it. Come on.
Oh,
That's
no,
right.
no, I will, but I mean, Justinius is local to me,
Yeah.
so I can learn plenty from him first. That'll give me, definitely some of the, not even just some, most of the base steps before I try to go learn skin tones from Danny.
Yeah. Yeah. His recent build is looking sickly good. By the way, Justin is doing he's doing an airbrush tutorial online on YouTube. The first video was fantastic.
It absolutely is. It's just the presentation of it is just so professional and like very calm, but it doesn't waste any time.
Right.
He takes it seriously and he takes the viewer seriously, and I appreciate that so much.
Yep. I'm going to do another shout out real quickly. There's another guy that kind of helped me kind of overcome the hump of fear, and that was Bound by Gundams, Jesse Cleary. His 101 video is about 20 minutes long, and it's spectacular. So shout out to him, and if anybody's interested, you should definitely check that out.
Nice.
So what's next? Who else wants to say something cool?
How's everybody's day? Nah, voice crack. That's nice.
It is.
All right.
It happens to
bad.
everybody, every boy in their life. Don't worry about it.
Nice. All right, so just because
so we don't get these awkward moments of silence, I guess the question came up about what was the first build everybody did. Let's just quickly go through that one.
Oh no.
Like
Oh,
for
yeah.
realsies or like as a kid?
No.
Who cares?
Are we talking about first ever kit or like the first time we touched it?
The first time we touched it.
You pervert.
Hey, look.
Anyone want to go first, or should I?
Yeah, I'll take
Go for
it.
it, Serge.
I've got mine in my hand.
So
yeah.
this was my first ever.
Is that heavy arms?
Yes, it's a heavy arm. So it's a high grade heavy arms that I got back in like 2011. I paid $24 for this high grade, which was, you know, at the time I didn't care. I really wanted to do it. And looking at it now, I butchered just about every piece that there is on this. I mean, you can see you can see that huge nub mark right there. I cared nothing about seam lines, but I keep this as a memory.
He's cute. Yeah, you should keep him.
My first kit went to the spare parts box.
Nice.
That was
You
my
should tell us about your spare parts box kit.
Was
Word.
what? That was a mouthful. It was the first kit I've ever built was the Gundam based limited Phoenix.
That was your first
Oh.
What's up?
That was your first kit, a Gundam based limited?
Yep. I mean, not Gundam based, Gundam from Tokyo limited. My bad.
Hold it. Serge, you're really surprised?
Yeah, I kind of am. Like,
I'm not.
Normal
That
people
was
would
just a humble brag, is what that was. That's
Yeah.
No, because like I first got into building when I was visiting Japan for the first time, and then my aunt was like, "Oh, go check out because she knew she knew I like Lego. She was like, "All right, go let's check out Gundam from Tokyo," and I did. So what got my attention was the Odaiba Strike Limited full armor unicorn because of like all the weapons that it had. I bought that and the Phoenix. My brother bought the Phoenix, but he didn't know how to build it, and it was my first time building it. I used the scissor. It was hideous. And then on the way back, I lost all the pieces. So I'm like, all right, I can go up and probably find the leg right now. That's all that's left.
Jake, when I grow up, I want to be like you.
What's up?
When I grow up, I want to be like Jake.
Nice.
Oh, Serge, I'm getting another set of the Memorial Clear.
Dude, that Memorial Clear, I have like the perfect space for it. Like literally, like right underneath those two boxes. Yeah.
Well, when you get the Sinanjo and you build it, let me know.
With the Memorial Clear?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not building it. I'm wrapping in plastic, keeping it sealed, and
encasing it in resin, permanently stored
Yeah,
away.
make sure you get that UV protection coating.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep.
And
Nice.
dust proof.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm hoping to put one of my future kids through college with that kit.
Yeah.
I think you might. You might with that with the Memorial Clear.
I might, yeah. Like 20 years from now, who knows?
Oh yeah.
Because what is it? The value right now of it in market is already $250.
Yeah.
Oh, bulletproof box. Yeah. So I posted a while ago on Godmar's toy that I bought. I don't know. I bought it. I don't know what the hell I was thinking back in the day, and it was sitting around, and I pulled it out. I showed it to Joel, True Gunpla, and Joel's like, "Oh my god, that's like one of the holy grail things I want to own." It's like, so it instantly kind of got me just thinking. It's like, how much is this thing? And it's like $500 to $1,000 now.
Yeah.
Wait, wow. What was it?
Wow.
It's a friggin' Bandai Godmar's toy.
Oh.
So it's like, again, it's like I have no emotional attachment to it. It literally is still in the box, but
the
at some
monetary
point,
value, yeah.
what's that?
The monetary value is, it's there.
It's insanity.
It's
but,
there.
but
Right now, there's a mechanical clear Sinanju master grade on eBay for $107.
No. If you go to Gundam Base, I think it's around 70, if I remember. Definitely do not buy Gundam Base Limit kits on eBay because there's a lot of better sellers on Facebook, like Gus Aurelis or Oliver something.
That's fair. I don't look at Facebook Marketplace 99% of the time.
Nice.
I'm so glad I'm not into limited coded kits and shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's a nice and dark map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like I dropped $100 for a Hayaku Shiki Crash that I just have sitting there that I only built the top body on.
Like the shiny Pokemon of Gunpla.
You'd be surprised. There's the what is it? The third rarest mega size RX. It's the Pepsi Next. It's valued at $800. I know, 500.
The one that you have 3 of?
2.
Oh, my bad.
I know Johnny's gonna say something. Hold on, join the dark side of Gunpla. Yep, there's Johnny.
Yeah.
Screw Johnny, because I remember him specifically messaging me about that.
Wow. Hey, James, speaking of, maybe it's not a limited edition, but you are working on a P Bandai.
Yes, I am.
Oh, the Gorf flight type, right?
Yes.
Flight type, yep.
Unfortunately, like, I
Snap.
despise P Bandai unless if it's a recolor, I don't care. But when they release kits like this that I love, it annoys the shit out of me. But luckily, there's a shop in Western Australia called Little Robot. Really good dudes.
Oh, I think I've heard of it.
But yeah, they're out west and they get a lot of P Bandai in, and they had this for $50 Australian. So
That's not
as soon as I saw that, I was like, sold.
Score.
Yeah, what's the currency exchange for Australian and US?
So probably about $40 for you guys.
Yep.
Knock 10 off it, maybe a bit more.
Oh, that's
about the same as Canadian.
That's about the. That's actually a good price for it. Flight type Gorf. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just like, I've got really shitty because this is like one of the best designed mobile suits in the entire Gundam universe.
Yeah.
To follow what Johnny said, yeah, the 4th most expensive kit is the RG Hein Wessenfuss Custom Destiny Gundam color plated, going for 2.5 grand.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
never mind. Hold up, 2.5 to 4 grand. Correct.
Is that US dollars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So
I think I just threw up.
Yeah.
Because if I remember, there's about 100 in the world, but those are really rare, and I can't find. Johnny is obsessed with the Hein Wessenfuss.
Yeah.
Custom, but he's really looking forward to trying to get the color plated one.
Have at it, Johnny. I'll watch.
Yeah. We'll watch and admire from a distance. Thank you.
Bring it to build night. I'll let you build it.
That's right. Oops, I broke some parts.
Yeah, he's done before. Chris, fix this. Like, okay.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So, Chris, actually, that begs the question. So, you and Johnny are in the same vicinity, correct?
Yes, sir.
You guys hang together at builds?
Yep.
Nice. Tell me a little bit about your builds.
Build nights or?
Yeah, build nights. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
So, currently we have 2, both from our Samurai Comics. One is out in Glendale, one's in Phoenix. The Phoenix one's kind of dying down. Like about 5 people a night usually show up.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's one of them. The Glendale one, we get anywhere from 20 to 60 people who show up and build.
Oh.
And at that one, I never get the build. I'm always took in the room, help people out. We're starting a 3rd one soon at another local store down the street from my house called Pure Outpost, which is primarily a tabletop gaming, but they do a lot of model paints, accessories. Starting to get small Gunpla stock in, so I can't wait for that to take off.
Nice.
So, it's fun.
Yeah, it's funny, Chris. I think it's one of the things that you and I have in common. It's like build days. I get nothing done.
Yeah, I don't.
So, hold on. Last build day I went to, that you got to build something. I got my 2nd B-Wing almost completely built.
Really?
Yeah. Because nobody bothered me. It's really weird. It never happens. I don't mind being bothered. I actually enjoy the teaching people, so it's fully fun.
Yeah.
Now, on another note, my first time I built a B-Wing there, I got maybe half a wing, and the wings only had 3 pieces to it.
See, I think I'm definitely
Yeah.
the same as you, George. Build meets, I go, and then I never build anything at them.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I don't
But-
even take kits to them anymore. I just
I
So-
take the kits, but I build like the same kit for like 4 or 5 months.
So some of you know about this B-Wing.
Yep.
Yes.
Which came out great, man.
Yeah. I remember Chris doing it on the live. It was amazing.
Yep.
This thing has taken me 8 months to build.
Wow.
Really.
Base build
Wow.
took probably 3 because of the build nights. Like, I managed to get all the rivets drilled out. If you can see that on camera, I'm not sure you'll be able to.
Yeah, it might be a little hard here, but on your Instagram page, I know you got it up.
Yeah. All of those I drilled in build nights. People would circle around me, how do you do that? Like, well, it's not that hard. You just get a really small drill pin vise and just start going at it. Make sure you get,
I have a tool for that. I need to learn how to use it.
yeah.
The trumpeter tool.
I don't know. I just bought like a bunch of tools off the Serbian guy.
Well, here's what I have. I have a pack of drill bits, small bits, and just a pin vise. Like,
And
So
a
I-
shitload of patience.
yeah, yeah. A lot of patience for that,
Nice.
but came out really well. I'm really happy with it overall. I mean, there are parts I see that I don't like that I want to redo, but I'm not going to do because I'll screw it up. I'm well aware of that fact. So it's done. It's staying done. I ain't touching it anymore.
So I just found out I somehow bought a brush.
Nice, Jake.
I never saw this. Wait. Okay. Because I'm trying to like find the drill bit so I can see if I got something similar. Oh, hey, I did. What is this?
Too funny for words.
Oh, Matt's in watch this video. That's cool. Hey, Matt.
Chris, is that 172nd?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This one is the exclusive version, which honestly, the difference between the exclusive and the base version is kind of dumb. It's $10 more. So this plate right here, this is the basic edition.
Okay.
Nothing there, just a piece of armor. On the exclusive, you have exposed mechanics,
Mm.
and you get LED lights too.
You get the LEDs with it?
Yeah.
That's
I'll turn
cool.
them on real quick.
I think that's worth $10.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
actually,
yeah. Hell yeah.
That actually is. On like Gundam mechanical clear kits.
Oh yeah.
I'm paying like what 40, $70 more just for a clear part exposed mechanic.
And the LED light in itself is kind of cool because all it is, it's on the engine pack. It's right behind it. You just pull it out and you turn it on.
And that's it. Just pop it back in. That's cool,
Yeah.
though.
And what I really love about this, that I hope Bandai does, not Bandai, they already did it. I hope they bring it to Gunpla, is on the thruster bells. They have an inner thruster that's a separate piece. So you should paint that like worn down and burned metal and put it in, which is really cool.
Oh, there are some kits that do that, I think.
Yeah, I have seen a few that do that.
Yeah, what was the recent kits that I built that had that? I specifically remember that.
Yeah, but this thing was a fun build. I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to get both of my kits done for nationals, but I highly doubt it's going to happen.
Dude,
Because-
you did a great job with that thing. It looks great. The paint, I love the sort of the flaring paint stripes on it. That's great.
Yeah, I was going to point that out too. That paint job is absolutely beautiful. I was just ogling it on Instagram the other day.
Lots of masking.
Oh, I tried.
Honestly,
I can
I'm
believe
really
that.
glad that I guess you got them to line up almost perfectly. Like, wow, I didn't even intend to do it that way, and I did. So it actually comes out together. So
I've got a
The
pre-order
choice of
of
masking.
the 144th, the double pack with the X-wing and the Y-wing. And that'll be coming in September. It's a pre-order because I also got the double pack of the really tiny Star Destroyers. So I think
Oh,
that'll
nice.
be fun to learn some detail painting with and just screw around with that for far too long.
I have in my parts box the one second TIE Fighter and X-Wing. I just threw in there. Eventually, I'm gonna bash both those together and make one of the ugly class starships.
Ugly class.
That sounds fantastic.
It does.
Hi, Gary. I'm noticing you.
Hey, Gary. The Japanese flag.
That's awesome, senpai.
Gary wanted me to say gunplay. Not gonna happen.
You
You said it already,
You
dude.
Just
just
did.
did.
Well,
You said it though.
Shh. Maybe he's not hearing.
That's awesome.
Also, before we forget, so first kit.
Yes.
So my first kit I ever built was Master Grade Zaku 2, the 2.0. That I no longer have. I gave that to Tim for his GBWC entry.
Did you really?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
My second kit that I ever built, that was first airbrush, first attempt at doing a few things, was this terrible Zeta.
No, it looks nice actually.
What? Yeah, why is it
Closer.
terrible?
Yeah,
Up
what's
close.
It,
If you see
looks,
a person, it's pretty bad.
I mean, on camera, it looks actually pretty clean to me.
Yeah, it's not.
They
I
can't
tried
convert-
getting away with not painting the white. I just flat coated it, so it's very obvious. The chipping I did on it was just a paintbrush, nothing special. It works. It came out nice, but it's kind of The orange is kind of orange peeling in some places. And then my panel lining is, well, it's awful, but
No, it
But-
looks great.
Yeah,
It looks good. You
it
should be
does-
proud.
well, for my first kit, I like it. I keep
Yeah,
it there
you should
for
be proud.
keep it. It's my first one I ever did anything to, so I keep it.
Wait, am I the only one that don't have their first kit?
Yes.
Maybe
No, I don't have my first kit.
Okay, good,
My-
I'm not alone.
my most latest one that I've done in airbrush, which Tex has seen this one in person at last year's Sabaticon.
If you
Is
say so.
good.
And
Does
Well,
she
if-
remember?
If you remember,
it.
yeah.
It was halfway done back then. I don't think.
Was it on that big city diorama?
No, it was the one that I was building at the table and decaling the sandrock here.
I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. I don't remember.
Well, I'm not surprised. But the decals in this took me probably 20 hours. This is how many?
You,
I think that's the
yeah.
Sandrock that I want to get, but I got 3 works in progress and 7 more in the backlog.
Just 3?
So I'll
Just 3?
yeah, just 3, and that's very bizarre for me. I generally like to finish something up and clean it up. I got a grimoire that's all snapped, seam removed, cleaned up, and everything, just waiting for prime. Because I need to get my hands on a spray hood or whatever they call them.
Now, if we'll talk about non-Gunpla stuff, I built this tank last, technically.
Okay, let's see.
You guys want to see my first kit? Well, first
Yep.
kit I ever
Yes.
did anything to. Well, my first kit was actually the old 1/100 Death Side. I guess the 1/100 high grade, really crappy kit. This is what I did after that.
Ooh.
Oh, looks
Nice.
good.
No, it doesn't.
I like
It's
the
all
white.
none of the whites painted.
No, that's
It's just the
fine.
purples and the frame.
The frame is nice.
It looks nice because it's the really metallic purple enamel paint, but it's
The,
spotty
what
in
is it? What am I
some
thinking of?
places.
It looks like the polarized unicorn from the 2017 first place campaign.
Never seen it, but sure.
It's that color. It's like a, what is it? Obsidian color. To me, it looks like that.
Oh, this is a metallic purple for the frame, and
It looks nice though.
It
other
looks
stuff.
really nice. It looks real nice. Yeah.
Giving me plum crazy vibes.
all the hand painted metallics and a lot of the gunmetal color
Did you
is
paint the
stripping off because I didn't prime it. But yeah, all fun.
Let's see here. Oh, I can work on this.
Oh, yeah. As for first kits, this was mine here. I built this, 2016, 17? I watched an episode of Build Fighters Try and went, saw the ads for the Gunpla, so I jumped on eBay afterwards and went, "Oh, that looks kind of fun." Bought this thing.
You
There's a lot
are.
of
So the show worked, is what you're saying.
yes, the show definitely worked, and then I got hooked. Yeah, I pretty much jumped on eBay, bought this. There's still like a lot of mold lines. I don't know how well we can see, but there's like mold lines running across the leg. There's beautiful nubs that are still exposed everywhere. But I keep it on my shelf because, hey, it's like unpainted, just panel lined, and called it a day. But yes, that show definitely worked and got me hooked.
I think my first kit was an Eva one. I think it was a Unit 8, if I recall correctly. I remember
Which one's
it
the 8?
the pink one.
The pink one, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Marius, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. And I remember like being kind of difficult to build, but now that I've done more of them, I realize, oh my god, I think I bit off way more than I could chew, but I managed to do it anyways. Wouldn't recommend it for a first timer though. God no.
My aunt gave me a pink Astray civil unit when I was 8. I was so clueless.
And that's okay.
When you go from building Legos to Gunpla, it's completely different. You're like, wait, where's the blocks? How do I do this? I'm like, how do I put this together? How do I take it out of the runners? What is this? I gave it to my aunt, and she gave it to me a little bit later, but it's somewhat gone. I bought it again because I remember how the backpack looked, and I found it, so I bought it again so I could bring back the childhood memory.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to buy another one of the Victory kits again and do it now, seeing how I'm a lot better.
Yeah, we would like absolutely. And one of the things I think is really important, like there's a lot of people who chime and say, "Hey, I want to refinish a kit that I built years ago," and my feeling is never touch it again. It's almost like maybe it's I look at art sort of like once you do art and you complete the art, don't retouch it. It's one of the reasons why I hate George Lucas as a filmmaker because he fucks up and retouches everything he's ever made. Ross,
Oh, come on.
There was a
You don't like Jar Jar?
likes doing that too.
there was a great chart a while back where it's I forget, it's the length of time spent on something and like the quality of the pieces you do it, and at some point it plateaus, and just the more you touch it, it's like trying to compare it to like widening something out. It just gets worse.
I think so. I think I think you're right, Tex. I think the story arc kind of plateaus. You're not really adding anything more. You're just changing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I totally agree.
Yeah, that's why Disney Rebels came out. I mean, Star Wars Rebels came out. I hate it.
Star Wars films in general have just kind of gone in that direction.
I mean, once they sold it to Disney Rebels came out. I was really disappointed with it because they ended Clone Wars, and I really love Clone Wars. I watched it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well,
I will have to stick up for the one Disney Star Wars movie that's actually fantastic, which is was it Rebel One?
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Agreed.
Yes.
Rogue One
Rogue One was amazing. I
The
like
last minute of that movie made it worth it.
I know, yeah. The last I watched the end, I was like, wait, this seems familiar. And then
It's
when
on
I was like, oh, it was what?
Rogue One, isn't it on Netflix right now?
Is it really?
It is. Yeah.
I don't have Netflix. I
Holy
would.
shit. Interesting.
It won't be pretty soon.
Honestly, it's so good. It's not even just good in terms of like, oh, it's good for a Star Wars movie. It's like that is a brilliantly executed film.
Yeah,
from
like
every aspect.
how they ended it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I saw the end, I was just flipping out.
I might be in the minority here, but I didn't really like Rogue One. I didn't like it at all. That being said, I loved Force Awakens, but anything after it, nah.
That was a groan if I've ever heard it.
Forget it.
Not even Woody Harrelson could save the Han Solo movie for me. I love Woody Harrelson, and I wanted to enjoy that, but
I had no idea what the hell Grace from Will and Grace's boyfriend was doing in that damn movie. I'll tell you that.
I think the only exciting part about Solo was like the 45 seconds that Darth Maul came in at the end. And other than that, it was just nothing made sense.
And the
I had
last
one-
movie I watched was Rogue One. I have not seen anything since.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the what is it, Last Jedi.
No, I haven't
Oh,
seen that
sorry.
either.
What?
Honestly,
Yeah, I haven't.
honestly,
I
do not.
I saw Rogue One and I was like,
Oh, sorry, you said Last Jedi, and I
Yeah,
was
Last
thinking
Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Sorry,
No.
what's wrong with that?
Whoa! I would watch every single film, even though I wasn't even born when it came out.
I just hadn't been. Well, I mean, neither was I, buddy. But
I wasn't even born when it came out, and I still love it.
Because I need an
Yeah,
opinion.
so I haven't watched
think George was the only one.
original trilogy at all, like from start to finish. I've just seen bits and clips of it from like when it's on TBS or something.
I'm just excited for because they announced season 7 of Clone Wars. That I'm excited for because apparently that season is mainly focused on the clones, and that's the only reason why I love Star Wars: The Clone Wars because they made the clones look so good.
So you're not looking forward to the next Star Wars movie at the end of the year? Are you going to
If there's a lot of clones, then definitely.
Fair enough.
Because the only thing that I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that got me into Star Wars was when what was it? Star Wars: The Clone Wars movie came out back in I forgot what, but a while back. I think 2008. And then I got hooked on the clones, on just the specific battle, and I started watching it more just for the clones. That's the only reason.
I don't even know what Star Wars movie is coming out at the end of the year. Is there
Neither
one?
do I.
Skywalker. I mean, the last Skywalker. I think it was called.
Something
Rise of the Skywalker.
Yeah.
The
I
Rise
look
of Skywalker.
forward
I
to
think.
it.
Any third movie in a trilogy that's Rise of or something rises ends up being bad.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Dark Knight Rises. Yeah.
That was that bad.
It's bad.
Freddy's just trying to piss some people off right now.
I think the Dark Knight Rises was only bad in relation to what it was trying to follow up on, and there was no way to end that trilogy better than the Dark Knight.
Heath Ledger was amazing as Joker, so
Well, they wanted to keep using the Joker, but yeah, he passed away.
oops.
I remember being very apprehensive about the casting, and then being very, very happy with how it ended up.
Wait, am I missing this piece? Oh.
I feel like I was the only person that was not apprehensive about the casting of Jared Leto.
No, because because of the same thing with Heath Ledger. I'm like, well, I'll just think about how many people were like, why the hell would you cast Heath Ledger as the Joker? So I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So who knows?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it might end up really, really good.
Leto's a decent actor.
There's a reason why I'm not a casting director. So
Yeah, they took a lot of talent and they really ruined it because the execs, I don't know if you guys know this or not, the execs looked at a movie that was nearly done shooting. They said, wait, this was R? What are you guys doing? Make it PG-13. We got to sell this to families. And so David Ayer had to rewrite like 60% of the script over 2 weeks and reshoot 60% of the movie. So like Jared Leto has been on record. He's like, the Joker I played was not the Joker in the script that I signed up for. And so just a lot of the actors are really disappointed about the way it turned out. Like nobody was happy with it. Especially the execs got their sales numbers back and said, what happened? And it's like, nah, that was you guys. Good job. But
I wasn't too mad about Jared Leto's Joker. What I was mad about was Ben Affleck as Batman.
Ben Affleck knows what he did.
It was the best. Fuck you guys.
Oh my god.
I have a story highlight.
My heart breaks for him. He knows exactly what happened, and now he's got to live with it. He knows what he did. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
I like Ben Affleck as like a bank robber, not as Batman.
You know what he's really good in? The Accountant. That was good.
I haven't seen that. I'll have to check it out.
Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
Okay, so I need an opinion. Okay. Left or right thruster?
I'm
not sure which one I like more.
I would tell you pull it back a little bit. It's the camera's not focused. The camera's focused on you, not the
Yeah,
thruster.
if you put your hand right behind it, maybe
Yeah.
it'll.
I just realized that you guys are seeing Jared Leto, and I kept picturing Joaquin Phoenix.
Go
So
right
I
on
take back everything I
screen.
said.
Yeah, right on the screen. Go the one with the pointy.
Yeah.
nipple.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we've exhausted Star Wars.
Yes.
Or is
Yes,
it
we have.
Star Wars has exhausted us?
Yeah.
I think I've outgrown it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm just out of the loop on these things these days.
You know, Tex, I think that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like it's just, yeah.
Yeah, and I know that I used to love it as a kid, and now I'm just like, I couldn't care less.
Just another fucking franchise.
Mhm.
Yep.
The worst thing about it is, like, for some of us, they're still getting just as much money through the model kits and, you know, just remaking old, you know, merchandise from our childhood.
That's what Bandai is doing with Build Fighters.
Yeah.
You're paying to get the same kit that came out a while ago, but now because it's in a new show and it's got a cool new outfit.
Hat. It has a new hat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, new runner, and there you go. Have at it.
Yeah, that's the same with the unicorn.
Yeah.
And P Bandai half the time.
Yeah, the master grade the watch is literally from Zeta, just because it was shown for what 6 seconds in the unicorn series. They get a master grade. That's it.
Buddy, there have been characters that show up in movies for less than that, and suddenly they've got the biggest following in a whole franchise.
Some of them aren't even shown in anime; they're just from manga.
Mm-hmm. Not even a single spoken line.
Cough, cough,
It just
asterisk,
exists.
cough, cough.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say that. I have it right next to me. Astria Type F.
Yeah, Red Frame Kai is one of my 3 work in progress. It's so pretty, but it doesn't do anything in the anime.
There's not even an anime for the Astria Type F. And I have it. It looks nice, but why can't you make an anime for it, even though it's a side story of Double O?
Don't get me started on my hate for Double O.
I still haven't finished it, man. I got like
'cause it's
they're on the
trash.
beach fighting, and I'm like, well, everyone's still alive so far. I'm fine.
I watched 4 episodes and I was like, I can skip this. The designs are nice. I'll build them for sure, but
I think a lot of my UC preference and bigotry comes into play with that too, though.
Yeah. I'm a
yeah.
UC guy. I'm not a big fan of most things other than UC stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I have a couple. I have a couple non-UC kits, but they're mainly gonna be for parts.
I'm mostly into Gundam just from like aesthetics.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've watched very little. I've done plenty of research on UC, and I really like what I've seen of old UC timelines. But I started trying to watch Unicorn, and Banagher is just such a super robo protagonist, but like without any of the good writing of good super robo shows, and I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I can't stand him either. He's too soft.
Too soft.
Yeah.
Kill him. Just kill him.
Oh, he's just too
Tell me
annoying.
you need me, Audrey. Tell me you need me.
God.
He shows up in front of a super weapon that has just slaughtered several million civilians and goes, "No, you just need the power of friendship," and gets out of the goddamn robot.
Sounds like Star Wars.
So guys, who's the better protagonist? Jesus Yamamoto or Banagher?
Wait, what was the first one?
Who?
Jesus from Seed.
Oh, no idea.
Hirayama or whatever his name is.
Kira Yamato.
Because he can't.
Yeah, don't give us your meme name and say the actual character's name.
Meme name.
Well, I think you already answered
He was,
that question.
pretty
then.
annoying also.
I don't know. Most of the like.
Man, what is this like Sophie's Choice right here? I don't know. It's probably the what's his face?
Who's the best
The
of the
manager.
two protagonists, basically?
I don't know. Most of the
Actually,
main
let's add
protagonists
in
just
Shin
piss me off.
from.
Can I phone a
Fruit
friend?
Can I phone a friend?
Oh yeah, I finally finished this part.
Yeah, if it's definitely those two, then it's definitely not Seed Boy.
Fucking seed. What the hell is wrong with people?
I don't know.
That's awesome, James.
Fucking,
I saw one. I
Um,
saw like a picture of him. Like, this is a Gundam show. This looks. This is like pretty. Are you sure?
I'll take the mobile suit. Story was shit.
Yeah, mobile suits are really good, but yeah.
The Perfect Strike is really nice, except why the fuck would you make a kit that's so back heavy?
Why?
You literally have the Owl Strike, you have the swords, and you have the launcher. That's heavy enough with the Owl Strike already. You're adding a large gun and another sword to it.
We said admiring Thunderbolt and the Neo Zeong without question.
Oh God, yeah.
And the Phoenix.
Well put.
Psycho Zaku is your friend.
I love that guy. I'm gonna build that thing.
George, when you starting your cycle, Zaku?
So, what do we want to talk about now, guys?
It's funny when it's me and my 120, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, George. You can build it.
End of the year, December. I'm planning on doing it around the holiday period.
He didn't say what year.
Oh, of course I did.
Oh.
But did you want that too?
You guys are so demanding.
Yeah, I know. It is on the list to get done this year, but then again, it's like this is the thing about having like a backlog or just having ADD like I feel like I do. It's like you look at something, it's like, oh, I think I'll work on that, and then it's like a couple days later, it's like, ooh, what about this? And
George, I'll add that backlog when I go to Mandarake.
Oh.
I'll find some old kits. I'll find some old kits for you. I did see a lot. I did see what was it? I think what was it? Zaku Cannon.
Ooh.
Like one of the
And-
original MSBs, that'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the original MSB.
Did you say at Mandarake?
Yeah, Mandarake in Nagoya. I was there for my school trip in February, and I'm going again in July and August.
I went to the one Akihabara, and that's where I spent the most money. I swear.
Oh, I need to. So because I'm a
I went-
collector, I'm gonna look for the rarest ones there in Mandarake.
Jake,
I
stop
was,
spending money.
I was very, very, very tempted to buy the cup noodle RX-78.
Oh, I still want
Oh
one.
wait, how much did you find that for? Because
It was a few $100.
oh yeah,
Really?
definitely. It is that cup noodle definitely is a few $100, but then if you can find it for I think what $250 or less.
Yeah, I like ramen noodles, but I don't like them that much.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
That was the best.
color of
I
the.
just went to the Cup Noodle Museum. It was so much fun.
Wait, they have it in the Cup Noodle Museum?
Oh, they didn't have like you couldn't buy it, but I went there and made my own cup noodle and shit. It
Oh
was
yeah.
good.
Wait, was it the Master Grade Cup Noodle? All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the one Brandon is looking for.
Yeah, I saw it, but this was like 2000 and what year did I go? 2 years ago, so 2017.
17. Not 7.
Yeah, 2017. It was at Mandarake in which one was it?
Akihabara?
No, it wasn't the Aki one. Maybe it was Osaka.
Osaka? Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait,
I went to many.
Because I just recently heard of Mandarake, like not only like this year.
Jessica,
And-
you were saying something?
What was
If you go to the Nakano Broadway one, there is like level on level on level. Like it's a huge Mandarake, even bigger than the ones I've ever been to before.
Wait, where?
Nakano Broadway. in
Oh,
Tokyo.
Nakano, yeah.
Yeah.
Nakano.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I might stop by Nakano actually, because I know I'm going going.
I was very restrained when I was just there. Like I did not buy a single thing.
Oh,
It's kind of sensory overload.
What? Really?
The store in
You went to
general.
a Mandarake and didn't buy anything?
I did not buy a single thing.
Oh no. Okay. What?
One of my friends went and didn't buy anything. That's because he didn't go into the store.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
I did not buy a single model kit while I was over there.
You have it. They do
You didn't
still
have to.
Wait, they still have the cup noodle. Wait, this is Zaku. Never mind. Not RX.
So James, you didn't buy any kits, but I'm sorry, you walked out with what?
I bought a shitload of tools.
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
Very nice tools.
Yeah.
But I did not buy a single model kit.
I did buy tools when I went there. I bought like 2 kits, but one was a gift and one was just because, hey, I'm here, might as well.
I bought.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I spent money.
I was on the hunt for 2 specific kits, and I couldn't find either of them, so I gave up.
Which one were you looking for?
I'm trying to track down the EX model Marasai. Musai, sorry.
Really?
And
Hard
I
to
was
find?
trying. Yeah, the Musai I haven't seen for ages.
Interesting.
And I was trying to find the Cowboy Bebop swordfish.
Mm,
And I was trying to find the not white base. I'm pretty sure I was trying to find a bunch of the UC EX model series kits, just because they generally come with like figures and little tiny. I really wanted like the white base because I wanted to get the little models out of it, like the tiny version of the RX-78 and gun cannons and stuff, so I could put them in my model shop diorama in the window. But yeah, I couldn't find half those like EX models while I was over there.
I'll try looking for them in Japan. EX models. All right. Yeah, I'll try looking for them because I'll be there in July for a week at the end of July.
Yeah.
And I'll be in Japan again with my family from the entire month of August.
Oh, nice.
So lucky.
So I can look for it. I'll look for it if I find it in Mandarake and a couple of shops that Brandon might be able to recommend to me.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's just because like the EX models get released few and far between.
Yeah.
Although I am happy because they just re-released the EX model Red Tail from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, did they
So
really?
I've got to go buy that. Yes,
Yeah, it'll be
I
a
need
good
it. I've been wanting that for ages, and it's been like $800 because it's been out of print for so long.
Holy shit!
And the
You
people
need
selling it
it.
on eBay for like $800, and now like, oh, we never sold it, and now you can pick them up for like $30.
You need it. Yep.
So that's why I want the swordfish and the red tail, because I foresee a sweet diorama coming on, because Cowboy Bebop's the best.
No argument
people,
here.
People overpricing stuff that's out of print is what. Honestly, I've been wanting the Gurren Lagann, the Kotobukiya kit for since several years before I ever got into model building at all, and it's always been, $60, $70, $80, $90, and it's just the older it gets, the more it keeps going up, and I don't understand why they don't make a new one, because it's Gurren Lagann. It would sell so well, They just it would be a money printing machine.
Just like the FA 78-1 armor, not the Thunderbolt one, but the MSB one, the Master Grade one. But then it's out of print, and online it's always like $100 or something. The Bandai one, where it's a recolor of a nice, light blue / navy blue. Online, the cheapest $180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I
looking
always
for
love.
it. Yeah, I'm looking for it when I'm in Japan. I'm not.
I just always love when Bandai turn around or any of the companies then just reissue it, and like all the guys that had been holding on trying to sell it for heaps are like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like, take that, you bastards.
Enjoy. I hope you paid a premium and got whacked.
Pretty much. Never feel sympathy.
Yeah, no, neither do I. Yeah, I find the again, I understand there's a collector's market. I think it's crazy when you take a look at something that hasn't been released in a while and suddenly the price goes up by twice. So a kit that's typically $20 is now 40 or more.
Yeah.
That to me is nuts. I've been trying to get my hands on a couple of the Crusher Joe kits from way back in the day, but even those are just like $100 now. And it's just nuts. Or these Southern Cross kits, the same thing. It's like you can get like 3 of them for $150. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to buy this?
But those are
Do you want to buy this?
I have the TBWC Smoke Clear 2018. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get. it's gonna live in under my desk for 10 years, and I'm never gonna build it.
I mean,
Build it or flip it.
no, you should build it actually because it's actually it has a really nice clear on it.
Oh, I've built the one from 2017.
Oh, it's the same one. Never mind, sell it.
Yeah, so that's why I've got two. I'm like, what do I
Yeah.
want another one for?
Just sell it. The base price is around $120. You can make something out of it.
That's actually not bad. I should
Yeah,
sell it.
it's $120. GBWC RX Smoke Clear is 120 on no 110 on Mandarake actually.
Wow. Better flip it then.
I'm not really a fan of clear kits. I tend to paint them
No.
anyways.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
the clear kits. I think they just look so nice, but I can see why people would not like them. They can be a bit fidgety to deal with.
Like
but
this
For sure.
one,
Pretty.
The only one I reckon, the only ones that look good in my opinion are the like clear, like the mechanical clear ones, so you can see the frame underneath.
Oh,
But even
yes.
then,
The Unicorn Memorial Clear set.
like I have
What?
one clear kit, and that's this one here. I got it from a friend of mine.
Oh wait,
Oh,
wait.
shit.
Is, it,
And honestly, I'm probably never gonna build it.
Never
Yeah, I've
gonna
only
build
got-
it.
wait,
Mine's not.
is that the one that you're giving to Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say. I was like,
well,
that
what
looks
was
really familiar.
because GBWC in Australia, they've got the Vercar. Which one is it? The
Gundam mechanical.
B, the mechanical clear of the
New Gundam?
the new, yeah.
It's either the new or the high new.
Yeah, no, it's one of them. I don't know. They're all the same to me. It has funnels,
It's got funnels.
Yeah, it's probably the high new or the new. They're both the same.
but yeah, they got the mechanical clear of that for sale. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't mind buying one, but at the same time, I'm like, it's probably overpriced.
I'm good. No, it's not. It's depending. It should be on Bluefin. Mechanical clear high new is actually 100 right now. Online, it's a different story. It is around friggin' 150 or 200.
Yeah, but at the same time, we've got like the Australia tax.
True.
Smack.
Shit.
Australia tax sucks.
Yes, it does. Can confirm. Not lying. It sucks.
Surge.
You.
We haven't heard from you in a while.
Oh, I got really into what I was doing. That's why I've been able to actually complete 2 whole legs to this mega size. So
Oh, nice.
Oh wait, which one are you? Which mega size?
the regular RX 7832. I was supposed to do this like a month ago for Gundam Pros, and yeah, I got carried away with the wing. And
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, the wing Gundam looks amazing, Serge.
thank
Yep.
you,
It,
and
hands down, it was amazing.
thank you. And I needed to get this done before I crack open the Death Scythe, and I'm just looking at it like I should really bang this out, get it done, just so I can get to that Death Scythe.
Yeah, let me know how it is because I have. Do I have 2 or 1? I think
Which one?
the Pepsi Nex. I want to build one of it.
Oh, this is just, I don't know, like
It's the regular one, right? Let me know how.
yeah. I mean, it's straight so far. A shit ton of seam lines that I know I'm gonna have to get rid of.
It's like an oversized HG, right?
Yes.
Like an old HG. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What are you going to do with it? You said it's going to go to Gundam Pros?
Yeah, probably just pre-shaded, gray some of these like since it's all white.
Yep.
You know,
Why is it
probably
ever?
a few of the spots gray, and then I got hold on. So these were the water slides that came with the kit,
Yep.
which pretty basic, pretty plain. So I went out of my way and I got these.
Yeehaw.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that actually looks
Whose
really good.
Game Boy
Yeah.
just went on.
Yeah, yeah, I just heard a Game Boy.
Yeah, that's my phone.
Nice.
That actually came up kind of right on point when I showed it.
Uh-huh.
Serge, who's
you got
water
one
slides
up.
are those?
Huh?
Whose water slides?
The what? What was that?
I'm sorry, the water slides. Who's
Oh,
on those?
Delphi decal.
Oh,
Delphi.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look
really
clean.
nice. They make really nice decals.
Yeah.
They got what is it? I got off from them the final battle version perfect grade Banshee. They gave me 2 water slides of them, which was really nice, and they gave me 1 extra water slide decal. which is I think was for the Sinanju, which was a holographics. I was really happy with that. I was really and thankful for that as well because
Yeah, the good thing about them is that they're pretty cool people over there because they fucked up. They had sent me the wrong decal for a Sinanju, and they knew that they did. And they ended up sending me like a whole bunch of like Xeon stuff. Hold on.
oh, that's perfect for you. You love Xeon.
Nice.
So,
Well, I think as a group glued my glue on top of the bottle.
Did you
Can't get the
really?
thing off. Yeah, it's coming off. Oh well.
yeah, so they look like these.
Another one.
Accomplishment.
Oh wow, they look.
We got
good.
their Surge. Take a peek.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Surge. Give it a shout.
but they'll be decal.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I mean, they can have their little credit for that. They're actually pretty good with the response team is pretty good.
That's cool,
That's what
man.
you want.
Really nice.
They look good quality.
Yeah,
Need more decals.
yeah.
But I'm surprised Bandai actually came out with some really nice water slide decals for the special coating kit, especially for the seeds, because you get these shiny, nice water slide decals.
Actually, for that mega, I mean, for that Psycho Zaku that you got, George, they got some nice ones.
Do they really?
I think they do. I did see them post about it on their Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They look
so
alright.
gold foil.
Those are kind of nifty.
Those
Yeah.
are really nice.
Because I know that the Psycho they come with like white decals.
Yeah.
So
White
these
stickers.
these I actually got for Raphael from Gundam Pros. He asked me to grab them. A few of them I just haven't made my way up there yet. So
Yeah. Oh, nice.
yeah.
See, that's one of the reasons why I'm holding off on the Psycho Zaku, just because I have no idea what I want to finish it like, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anime accurate.
Are you thinking about switching the color completely, or
Probably.
But I love the anime accurate Psycho Zaku colors. It's so good.
They are pretty hip, no question. They are hip.
See, I mean, like this is the thing. I like do a goof flight type and customize it, and I still paint it anime accurate colors.
Oh yeah, I love anime accurate colors. Same thing with my Strike Rogue that I built. Just straight anime colors. Anime accurate.
Nice.
I might do that for my Dom here, but I have no idea what I'm going to do with this thing as far as paint colors go.
But if I can just chime in for a second, James, I mean, you might have anime accurate colors, but you've also got like a shit ton of modulation on it too. So it's
Well, true, but it's still like the same color scheme as it was in the bloody box art.
yeah, totally hip, man. I love it.
Well, I'm just about finished panel lining, which is good.
Yay!
Start putting my decals on and then call it
Oh, here's a question for everybody.
almost done.
What's everybody's favorite kit?
everybody's favorite what?
Oh,
Kit.
Favorite kit?
ooh.
Oh, the Sinanju, duh.
Of course, yeah. I was gonna say I know Surge is of course the Sinanju. Look at his wall. Look what's coming in. Takes one look in the back. It's like it's not wrong.
Oh yeah, I love that. Both Sinanjus, the Stein and the.
Yeah, Stein is nice. I like the Stein.
Stein's nice.
It's the goof for me. Just any of them.
Yes.
Which any goof?
Any goof.
Prototype goof sand color.
Goof.
My all-time favorite's Goof Custom.
Yeah, that's
Goof Custom, but then again, the Goof flight types, pretty much Goof Custom with wings.
that's like my least favorite
they're so
one,
good.
almost. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in the whole
So good.
ranking, it's my least favorite. Not because of the show or anything, but just I built the old HG not too long ago, and I just had zero
Probably
fun.
why.
Yeah.
Yes, that is why. That's why I was.
Total
saying
turn
that.
off.
I
Yeah.
built
See it.
BP Bandai after I saw Rob's here, and I blame him for that. I love that thing.
Nice.
Yeah, like this P Bandai one was awesome to build. It was
I have
definitely worth the.
How is it actually?
It is it's an easy build. Considering it's based off the Goof custom, like high grade, it goes together fairly easily. There's not too many seams.
It's just sitting in my backlog. That's why. So.
Nice.
Trying
Hey,
to-
Jess, were you going to chime in and say something about your favorite?
Yeah. I like my Strike Rouges, any of them, except for the PG, because I have not started that one yet. Maybe when I have like a little bit of free time from studying and tutoring and everything else, I will definitely get working on it, but probably not anytime soon.
I have to agree. The Strike Rogue, the Master Grade Strike Rogue, I just finished it for my girlfriend.
Oh, which one?
Which girlfriend?
All right.
I had to.
The one that is watching the stream.
The one that's asleep right now.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Just the straight, the regular Master Grade, the regular one, the Strike Rogue. Just straight. I just did a straight build and matte coated, and it's just really amazing how it looks.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Like the detail in the wings. Look at this.
It looks fantastic. It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you did a really, really great job with it.
Thank you.
If you guys have a second to, a guy called Jello recently did his PG Strike Rouge and he painted it.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
I saw that. The decal on it is amazing with the holes.
Yeah, like the kind of filigree, the gold filigree, curvy. Oh man, every time I look at it, I cry. I just love it. It's beautiful.
I see the post about it. I'm like, wow, that is. You're kind of tempting me to get the PG, but I got 6 PG in the backlog. That's enough for today.
He is definitely showing off, but I love it. I love it.
Pretty sure he is.
Nice. Who do we not get? Freddie?
Oh, this is my favorite kit right here.
Oh, the Grimgard. Yes.
The 100 Grimgard, yeah.
Yes. What got me hooked on buying it was the compact machine gun that it has.
More about the swords on the shields.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the swords are so good on that kit.
Painted an actual gold instead of piece gold. Would be nice.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to actually doing anything with it, but eventually I will.
So are you going to do something evil with it as well, like tentacleize it or what? Oh shit, he's thinking about it.
Give me an idea.
I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
It's going to be a while before I get to it because I have like 5 other projects lined up, but when I get there, I'll do something scary with it.
Yeah. Hey, Freddie, it just suddenly dawned on me. I'm looking at your desk, and you got tentacles galore.
These are power cables.
Is that what you call them now? Oh, I see.
Power cables.
They're not power cables.
That's a power cable. Yeah, all these are power cables. None of them are like tentacles.
Yet.
Right.
I do have the maker sitting right here. Could whip some up right now, but I don't have anybody ready for it.
Nice.
This is the last time I'm going to touch a special coating kit for a while. These water slide decals are really killing me. It's too many.
Yeah, you can never have too many slides.
I mean, yeah, but like George, it's like at first I was gonna leave it as it is with no water slide decal, and I looked at it, I was like, it's a metallic water slide decal. I have to. It's a titanium finish kit. Give it the detail that it needs.
Jake, be thankful that water slides are not dry transfers.
I kind of like dry transfer,
but I like dry transfer though.
It's the look of it. It's that matte aesthetic that I like. That's why I like dry transfer.
It's the matte aesthetic, and it's like it's a lot more easier. I mean, yeah, the positioning might be a little bit hard.
That's the only thing, the positioning.
I find it more satisfying,
Yeah, like when you scratch it on, and you scratch it and it stays on it.
Yeah,
the strike roll.
Like
it's like when you get a winning scratcher ticket.
Yeah, like that.
Like a scratch
hold
ticket.
On. You win on that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
won $30 once, and it went straight to like the booze fund for the weekend that day.
You sure there wasn't? You sure it wasn't more than 30?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Didn't know I had my accountant here.
Well, it was only a winning 30, but the booze fund was a lot more.
It's money I didn't have to use, and wasn't mine to begin with. So
Nice. Nice.
Oh, real quick before I forget, if anyone's going to Anime Expo, those Gundam guys, we're having 2 panels.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
One is going to be on 4th of July, that Thursday, and it's going to be from 4 to 6. I forgot what room, but you can go to the website and look it up or look at the program. And then our 18 plus panel, that's going to be on Saturday night from 9:30 to 11:30 p.m.
What's involved in an 18 plus panel?
Yeah.
I think everybody's curious. Yeah, fill us in, Freddie.
Okay, so basically, we go over different building techniques, but on the 18 plus
With
panel,
tentacles.
we there's a lot of dirty jokes and us just talking shit on each other a lot of the times.
Nice.
That's it.
No. You know what? There's just not enough there. More, please.
And no pants.
No pants.
I think you're required to have pants on by the convention standard.
Really?
Maybe.
You're cosplaying.
Just the
Cosplayers. I don't know.
Nice. Test the theory.
But yeah,
What's the worst that can happen?
Come check us out. Should be.
I can think of a few things.
That's awesome. So what are the topics going to be again, Freddie?
I haven't looked at the actual presentation yet.
You got a few days.
Just a few. No, it's gonna be majority of it's gonna be from Clem, Gamma Benray, if you ever see him online.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, a lot of us are just gonna be in the background just talking shit.
I don't even know what my schedule is going to be like, so I don't know what I'll be able to catch.
Is anybody going to?
Well, I don't think Bandai's gonna make you work at 11. I mean, late.
I don't know that, but yeah.
Yeah. So Tex, what are you doing? Are you working at the Bandai booth?
Yes, so I'll be working at the Bluefin booth, and I believe I am helping with the Gunpla workshops and the build tables there. And they did ask me to bring up a couple of my builds that I'm proud of. So none. And
No.
Wait,
What about the?
let me make my goddamn joke. God. Anyway, so I am taking up the gold one and the Van Goof, and I'm thinking about taking the GM86, but then I forgot that I also have the tall gray goose, and I said I'd never compete with it. So technically, I can take him to show.
That is true. Showing is different from competing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you're trying to knock somebody's spotlight.
Oh, that's gonna happen the second I walk in the room. What the hell are you talking about?
I won't give specifics for my end on build nights.
But yeah, so there'll be a lot of transporting in my future.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Speaking of panels, then Australian GBWC, me and Rob will be doing a panel on the art of keeping everything to scale and building to scale, which should be super fun. So that's on the Sunday of Australian GBWC. I'm going to see, hopefully we'll be able to set up a live stream so people on the internet can also watch, but I don't know yet.
Speaking of scale, that just reminds me of Taz.
Yes, Taz and me will be both
doing a
joint panel together.
James, you guys got to video that and let's load it up on your YouTube channel.
I shall be hungover as fuck.
Those are the best.
Well, luckily we got given the late spot because Link's like, yeah, well, I remember seeing you after the after party last year, and yeah, I'm not going to make you get up early. I'm like, thanks, mate.
Nice. Does that mean you just get liquored up even more before you go on?
Ooh, yeah.
Extra time?
If you've seen anything about Australia's GVWC after party, it gets out of hand.
I've heard great stories.
Oh, it is so much fun.
Actually, aren't there videos of it? I think there are.
Oh, yeah. Like if you go to the Gunpla Builders Australia Facebook page, there's a lot of if you follow that page, you will see a lot of live streams during the after party. And yeah, there's a lot of soju, a lot of karaoke.
Anything
a lot of-
incriminating?
Oh, so much.
I hope so.
We need specific links here.
If there's a lot of videos of like me and like Ghost of Xeon, Scott Taylor, the owner of SMS, like singing badly.
Well, it's no fun if you sing well.
A lot of Bloodhound Gang.
That was my kind of party there.
Oh my goodness.
But yes, no, it is a great fun time, and I recommend everyone should just fly over to Australia just to experience it.
Well, I will
Bad
see
touch
you
was my
guys
ringtone
there.
forever.
Are you coming? Are you, Jess?
I am. Yeah, I think it's a good excuse to go and hang out. And I've also got one of my best friends who lives in Sydney, so it's kind of killing two birds with one stone. I'm really excited for it, actually.
Oh, awesome. Are you coming to the after party?
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
You
should.
scared her off.
We'll see.
Don't worry, it's just me and Ryan that are the drunks. Everyone else is like completely normal and.
But you could
fine.
be too if you really wanted.
If you're gonna party, might as well party hard.
And there's the whole sneaky shot thing which happened because me and Ryan we just ran out of booze, so we went downstairs and hid under the stairs and bought more bottles of soju.
Nice.
And just sat under the stairs drinking so no one else would try
That
to
is
grab
the
some
most
off us.
degenerate thing I've heard.
And the best thing is he's like the guy who runs the fucking like hobby co team and shit. And he's like the biggest degenerate ever.
That's funny.
Well,
So
there
it
you go,
makes it
Jess.
fun.
You're hanging with some degenerates.
Yeah.
And by the
sounds
way,
good.
it's interesting. I'm just looking at it. So, James, you said you and Ryan are the only ones who drink, because I'm guessing.
Oh no,
Taz
no.
is- Okay.
No, everyone does.
Okay,
except
that's
for the
good.
People who don't.
Awesome, man.
There's a lot of people that don't drink.
Just one more piece. Okay.
Nice.
It's just generally the people who drink are louder and stand out a lot more than the others.
That's
So,
usually
yes.
how drinking goes. Yes.
Yeah.
And usually people I tell them to just tell me to shut the fuck up if I'm being obnoxious, but it's not like I listen anyway.
For a second, I'm just trying to envision somebody telling you to shut the fuck up and you shutting the fuck up.
That's the real trick.
Yes. I don't know, James. I know we haven't met, but we've communicated a lot. It's just your vibe isn't that you're gonna listen to that.
No, I'm obnoxious.
Yeah, you're not gonna listen to him.
I think they would just say you have a problem with authority.
Yeah.
That's the cover up.
That's why I grew up in the punk rock scene.
Oh yeah, man.
Just gonna finish up the owl strike and I'm done.
Yeah,
Nice.
go for it, there, Dick.
Let me ask this: what's everybody's favorite tool?
What's up?
Freddie.
What's everybody's?
Yeah, I was gonna say James, but
I didn't even chime in on the favorite kit thing because I haven't built enough to get a favorite.
oh bullshit! Come on.
Yeah, come on, Ethan.
Aesthetically speaking, I think my favorite thing that I've ever seen is the Sinanju Stein Verka. I'm not a huge fan of the sleeves markings. But I really like the light gray with the dark blue color palette. I just wish, and I tried to. I have the narrative master grade, and the narrative high grade, and I was trying to source a mono eye head because I do. That's the one aspect about the red Sinanju that I like better.
Nice.
Did you say you don't like sleeve markings?
I know. I thought I heard that too.
I'm not on the Sinanju Stein. I like them. I like them plenty on the. I mean, that's why I'm building a Giara Zulu right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
I was just gonna say, like, sleeves are the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that's my.
Sleeves are bad.
I don't know. I really
Let's
like
go.
tank tops.
Come on.
Are we gonna
Right now.
duke it out? Sleeves are bad. Sleeves are good. I mean, I don't know. I love the sleeves.
Yeah.
Just sleeves, no shirt, just the sleeves.
Yeah. And no pants.
No pants, no
and
sleeves.
sleeves.
Pants.
Oh God.
We're going down that road now.
Oh, we're there. All right, so Ethan, since you also then mentioned your favorite kit, what about your favorite tool?
My favorite tool. Well, the USA Gundam store nippers have treated me fantastically so far, but I'm about to come into a secondhand hook scriber, and I'm going to try scribing, painting, and I think water slides all for the first time on this kit. So,
Yippee-ki-yay, that's awesome.
yeah.
Practice water slides on a old kit. I'm trying it on a new kit.
No.
It's not fun, especially not on a titanium finish. Never water slide a titanium finish.
I will take that into consideration. I think I don't know if I'm going to be able to get water slides for this, but I'm thinking about getting Delpy decals for like HG Zaku, and just like kind of seeing what I can place where. And
Wait, which Zaku? Hold up, I might have
I don't know. A Zaku.
A Zaku.
a Zaku. Origin
Zaku.
Wait, Origin Zaku maybe?
I don't think it particularly matters since I mean it's not going on to a Zaku, it's going on to a Giara.
Oh, there is the what is it? The multi-use Bandai Origin Zaku of decals.
Yeah, I've got that in my drawer.
Yeah, I have it somewhere in here. Hold up, I can find it. Nope, that's Strike Freedom.
I think the biggest challenge with this build off is going to be just mixing the paints right because the prompt is to take either a Xeon suit, it's a HGUC build off, either a Xeon suit and paint it in Federation colors, or a Federation suit and paint it in Xeon colors. So I've got the Giara Zulu, it's the guards type.
Wait. Oh, yeah,
And
found it. There is actually.
I decided to paint it in Rizel colors, and I don't know how I'm going to make that blue.
Step one, go to paint store. Step two, find paint that looks this close enough. Done.
Yeah.
Ethan,
Yeah.
Look at a couple color conversion
I can mail you the decals. I have it actually. Origin multi-use. I've
Really?
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, just DM me your address and I'll ship it up. I mean, I'll mail it because I have a lot of stuff that I want to get rid of.
Okay. I
Jay,
know.
if you got any more kits you want to get rid of?
I know I'm currently following everyone in here, but I know some of you guys were recent. So what's your handle on Instagram?
Bot Jakey.
Bot Jakey. Yeah. I got you. I'll DM you right now.
That reminds me. Does anybody happen to have a set of Gelgoog high grade hands?
High grade?
Yeah, it's the bigger hands than a regular mobile suit. Because I'm not a big fan of how small these ones are looking.
You want hands? I got like hands.
Yeah, I have hands, but I don't know about Gelgo hands.
Look for the round Build Fighters hand set.
Oh, those
have
are-
large hands in them.
Oh, this was a bad idea. Oh my god.
If I had $1, if I said that. while building.
Which set did you say? The Build Fighters hands set?
Yeah, the Build Fighter hand sets. The small, medium, large set. Okay, this is not responsible. Please work. Yes.
Yeah. Chris, you've tried looking at the second the Build Divers or Build Fighters hands or whatever they're called?
Not those ones, but I picked up the Builder's Parts hands, which is what these ones are. And they're too small. Like, I even went to Kotobuki hands, because these ones are kind of cool looking. Like, I love how they look. They look really...
Oh, yeah.
But, again, too small.
The Build Fighter, I think it was either Build Fighter or Build Divers handset. There's like the small, medium, and large one.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Kunoboki hands are too small, the ones from that pack are going to be too small as well. They're about the same size.
Oh really? I never did a couple of those ones.
Yeah, I got the Build Fighters hands. I just so they say they come in 3 sizes, but I don't know.
Do they?
Kind
They
of.
kind of all look the same to me.
They do.
Well, actually, no. There's.
I can attest to the MG ones though. Those are very nice and instrumental for my my melting wing.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. The other thing you could consider is going to MG hands.
So these ones in the middle are kind of rather big. I don't know if these work for you.
Maybe, but how long are the from the? How wide are they? Do you know?
Wide?
Yeah.
Let me see. So let's. Judging by like a god hand, right? This is how wide the god hand is. So about the width of a god hand, actually.
It's actually bigger than
It's
what
hit
these
me, or
ones
is
are.
Freddie going deep?
Freddie went off the deep end a while ago, George.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, those might work. That was the build diver ones.
Yeah. Because other than that, I have.
Oh my god, it's just one of those water slides now.
I got like a few of these laying around, but these are like the master grade, like with the movable fingers and all that.
Ew.
Yeah.
The only reason I hate it was because it came with the Gym Sniper 2 White Dingo custom, and I hate it. It does not hold the weapon securely.
What, these hands?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I can tell you exactly how wide they are. They are 10 millimeter.
Oh wow, that's really exact.
About 10.
Huh. That's smart. I should just get a ruler and measure this shit.
These are the large hands that it comes with, the round ones.
If only there was an instrument that told me exactly how big this piece of shit was.
Oh yeah, that's about. 2 millimeters
That is
bigger.
true.
These ones are.
I'm pretty sure old mate Julio will send you some hands. Old mate Rushalam in the chat mentioned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Freaky hands would look great on that kit.
So I got open hands that are 1/2 inch. And then there's another one that's about 1/4 inch wide.
Oh my god, it's a water slide decal, but it doesn't want to stick. Thank you.
So
Awesome. Well, there you go, Chris. You got a couple of options now.
Yeah, those first ones actually will probably work because that's about 2 millimeters bigger than what I have now. So I'll have to pick that up. And then I will also check out the RE100.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. Look at that. All right.
George, I have a question.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe a year from now when I've got some more stuff under my belt, I want to try a one-on-one build off with you.
With me?
Yes, with you. I want to send you a kit that I have enjoyed building, and I want you to send me a kit that you have enjoyed building.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I was about to say if you think that sounds like a fun idea, but I'm getting a pretty good consensus off of the reaction.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That's
A love letter build off.
Yeah, that's actually, I'd be into that.
If we do that, you better bet I'm sending whoever it is of Gym Sniper 2. Master grade. 'Cause I love that kit.
I don't know. I always follow. It's either an old kit or it's an origin kit.
Yeah, you like the origin kits.
I love the origin kits.
Yeah, those are nice though. I built the Zaku Char was actually really. The Zaku 2 was amazing.
I started following you right about the time that, like, right before you started that like massive build project where you
the
the
month of origin.
Month of origin in January. Yeah, that was good. That was it was fun, but I'll tell you by the end.
You're feeling it?
Yeah, it's like you can only. Well, the other problem with the origin kits is, well, there's two things. The first, you can only snap so many kits before it's like, okay, this is just getting repetitive. And the origin kits, particularly, are very repetitive.
Yeah, the Zaku they have.
Until you get to some of the P Bandais got pretty cool, but the rest of it was
You said
just
the water type Gundam was nice, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the P Bandais in general are the ones that are best of breed, but
But of course, it's P Bandai.
it's the downside to it.
Yep. I'm so happy I have a local seller here.
Nice. So anyway, Ethan, yeah, I'm up for that. Absolutely.
All right.
And then maybe we shouldn't just keep it between us. Maybe we should have that become more of a global thing. Maybe others want to do something like that.
You should even incorporate it as to like a Secret Santa thing where you draw another person. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you have to send them a kit.
Yeah,
I would definitely
think it should.
And then you have to guess who sent you the kit. or
Oh,
something
That'd
like
be
that.
cute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
that's a
cool.
good idea.
How do you? Okay, hold it.
It's Ananju, I know it's Surge.
Damn right.
Yeah. So hold it a second though. How do you hide if it's a Secret Santa thing? How do you hide where it came from?
You can order it directly from the retailer and have it sent over.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Texas is why we have you here, because you're the brains of the
Excellent
outfit.
idea.
Oh my God, I'm writing this
My
one down.
college degree at work right now.
Well, I'm glad somebody's putting theirs to use, because I sure as fuck didn't do it with mine. Let's do that. Okay, I'm writing this down. Secret Santa.
That's a really, really cute idea. I'd do
It's
that.
brilliant.
You better bet I'm giving a P Bandai.
Somebody's gonna be really happy with that. All right.
Somebody, and consequently, somebody will be very mad.
That's right. Yeah.
And that'll make it worth it.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's the fun part of this. It's like somebody will probably guess something. It's like, the fuck is this?
Oh, this.
They're either trying to piss me off, or they're like cheap bastards or
Or
something.
or they hate me. Oh
They
my
hate
god.
me.
Which okay, let's see. What's the shittiest P band I could think of?
Take your pick. I'm sure, like anything, there's plenty of them.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. But I'm trying to think of like the worst of the worst.
All right, so I got this down. So if it is a Secret Santa thing, that might end up happening in the December timeframe.
And you've got plenty of time to
That would
figure
make it
out,
very
too.
difficult to do the kind of like pairs. Because if you're ordering for each other, then you know who you're ordering for, then who you're going to get from. But
No,
if
but
it's
like,
a draw,
aren't you just choosing a kit you like, so it doesn't really matter who you get it from? So if you've got someone central that's just doing a random name generator that's pairing random people, it doesn't really matter. Like, you wouldn't send it. Like, say I got you and I sent you a kit, you might not necessarily get me.
Yep.
Yeah, you might get.
yeah,
some-
that's what I was trying to say.
I put this in the wrong spot. Damn it.
That's where the Secret Santa aspect of it comes in, just not
Yeah.
knowing who and having to guess later.
I mean, unless you know it really well, like.
Yeah, I mean, and that may happen.
It might.
when you get a like postage, like a letter from Australia, you're like, well, that's one of like 3 people.
That's right.
Well, that just narrowed down the pool real quick. Yeah.
I get it one from Boston, and I get a Sananju. I know this already.
Yep.
Well, nice. No, this is a great idea, guys. I love it. Let's
That
let's
is
make it happen. I love it.
Johnny, what's the shittiest P Bandai? Let me know that you can think of.
Oh, nice. No, not the shittiest. Come on.
Because I know Johnny's here, so I'm gonna ask Brandon. Oh, actually, Brandon doesn't know. Okay, somebody's phone rang.
That's mine.
That's
My boss.
I want that.
Your
ring.
boss?
Joys the salary life.
For real?
Yeah.
Get to work, Chris.
No. Like once I leave that building, my phone, I ignore it at all times.
That's not what salary life means.
I don't care. I work 13-hour days. I deserve what I want.
Well, I feel you 100% on that. This phone goes completely off when I get home.
Yay! This part is finally done. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm trying to think of what kit I would do for that. I think I have so many favorite kits.
Yeah, I have a favorite kit, but like, do I want to do that, or do I want to just troll a little bit and give like a nice P Bandai or a shitty one?
Well, if we do that, we'd have like a price range to pick from.
Right.
So nobody gets a crappy, like a $10, bear guy from Freddy.
You just get
I
a
wouldn't do
box of
that. Come on
tentacles.
now.
You're like, it's Freddy.
All right.
Well, that's Freddy.
Gets a bear guy out. It's Freddy. We're done.
they're real tentacles too. It's just a chopped up squid, and you got to glue it back together.
Oh man.
Actually, I kind of like that. I think that'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Explain that one through customs.
That's just weird enough. I like it.
Oh my god. All right. So where were we? I don't even remember. We got so distracted by this.
Oh, we were talking about favorite kits. That was it.
Favorite kits and favorite tools. Favorite kits and favorite tools.
Oh, that tool side, yeah.
So many favorites.
I know, it's like James is like,
yeah.
Oh god, how do I choose?
I thought it was
my first favorite 100.
Sally over there.
I think my current favorite tool gotta be the ceramic scraper that I recently discovered.
Yeah, it's a good
one.
Oh
my god, what has it been all my life?
That's not even the good one.
I don't care. It's been what I had before, which was nothing.
No. Like I've got that as well, and it's good. But then you get the big chunky one, which is like this one here, and this will change your life even more. It just shits all over that small one.
Oh, George. If you ever need masking tape, let me know.
Holy crap!
Masking tape?
Yeah, because I bought it off the Serbian guy, and there's a lot of masking tape in here.
Bring it with you to WrestleBox.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah. So before July 15, let me know because I have a couple. Actually, there's not a couple. There's a lot in here. This
Is there any chance you have
it's a collection.
like the scribing tape in there?
Yes, I do. I have scribing tape as well. Let me grab it. Hold up. I have 1, 2. Yeah, I have a lot of scribing tape because I'm still waiting for one more box from that guy actually. Because like I bought, he was selling a lot of supplies for really cheap. Like what I think was like 20 or 30 roll of masking tape, all different kinds for like $40.
Dang on.
Shipping.
I might have to get some of that scribing tape off of you.
Yeah, I might have a couple more actually. I just only put what I could find. I still have more in my Fallout box in there, as you saw when I was digging up that water slide decals.
Who'd you buy that off of, Jake?
Almer, the same guy, the Serbia guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a few stuff off of him.
Yeah, me too. He what was it? He was like, "Yo, Jake, I got some couple supplies. You interested?" Like, what was it? The Tamiya weathering sets. Like,
the
weathering sets. He had like, what is it, from A through G, $20 shipping included.
Dude, he posted like all these kits, like a Suzabi, a Sinanju, and all this shit. And by the time I reached out to him, he only had like the titanium finished Sinanju left, and I'm like, fuck. All right, well, I'll take it.
I think that was because I bought it off of him.
Nice.
I was willing to bet picking up the P Bandit Don Chopin, but really it's the same thing that I'm building now.
Yeah.
Like, a couple things are different. I'm like, you know,
I'm
not gonna pay $40 for the exact same model I already have.
I mean, yeah, as well. It's like, what was it? I bought a bunch of rare kits off of him actually for really good prices. Like, what was it? The Transcend Double Riser. Apparently online it's 200 freaking bucks.
Jeez.
And I got it for 100, shipping included, and I was like, wow. And it's a P Bandit. I was not expecting that kit to be 200 bucks. I was like, it's just a Trans Am Double Riser. It's just a Double Riser.
Enjoy.
So you guys know my favorite tool already.
Yes.
The roll maker.
So is that really your favorite tool? I mean, it is awesome considering what you're doing with it. Is it really your favorite tool?
No, real favorite tool is the chopper.
Yep.
I need to buy it. I need to buy it before they close down. Actually.
Choppers are amazing.
You've got a very small window, buddy.
You have
I have until July 1st. I know Brandon was like pressing me. He's like, Jake, you got to get it before.
You have a day left.
I mean, heck, I bought a second one just in case this one breaks.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Crap.
And the pads for it too. Don't forget.
I bought 3 pads, another chopper that are put away just in case this one ever goes away.
I'm gonna go to Amazon right now and buy it.
So, quick question about the pads, though. I mean, you could fit a
Just cut up
standard
an old
cutting
mat.
mat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing as this.
Okay, you guys start cutting a cutting mat, and then get back to me about if you're going to do that every single time.
Oh hell!
You
I'm
use
looking forward to the challenge.
You use the chopper to cut the cutting mat.
That's right.
No, you do that, and you're going to break the handle like I did.
Oh my god, it was a joke, Freddie. Calm down.
How the hell do you break a handle on the chopper?
I'll let you know as soon as I
You
can.
grip it like
get
it
the
owes you
handle
money.
But
So you're beating it like a redheaded stepchild.
this whole thing is casted. There's 2 metal pegs on the inside of the handle that are holding the blade.
Yep.
And if you put too much pressure on it, they can snap.
Okay.
That's what one of them did. So this one is kind of cutting at an angle. Just haven't had the time to actually replace the handle yet.
Wow.
Yeah, you can break it. I'm living proof.
Well, I was gonna say it's good to know, but I don't think it really is good to know.
Hold up, house phone.
Damn. Anyway, chopper, yes, definitely a righteous tool. Who else?
Man, I don't know how you can choose a favorite tool. I have that many different tools, and they're all good at their spur. I guess, you know what? If I got to choose a favorite, it's the scale ruler.
Yeah.
By far, like being able to just quickly measure stuff to like 144 scale when building is by far the most handy tool I've bought.
No, it's interesting, James. It's like looking at you as a creator. That does not surprise me in the least. Not in the least.
Well, like because
especially considering the detail that you went into on your dio.
Well, I've got like considering I've got like pretty much you name a tool, I have it here somewhere.
Yep.
And I think that's probably the best thing, because I'll just see tools that I've never seen before and buy them because they look fun.
Yep.
And I'm a sucker for brand name stuff. So like, oh, this is the same file I bought, but this one says Tamiya on it. This is the same file I bought, but it says these are like just like my other tweezers, but they say God Hand on them.
Yeah, but
like,
you've been raving about those tweezers, right?
Yeah, but they're really good.
Right.
But like that's the thing. Like I tend to find more value in buying as many tools as you can to make your life easier. Like the other day, I just like bought this nail drying machine, so it's used for like drying hand nails.
Oh, yeah.
Handy.
But it is very handy for just blow drying water slide decals when you put them on.
Mm-hmm.
And drying parts.
Really?
I've been trying to figure out how you can use the gel drying lights for manicures for kids.
That's just UV light, isn't it?
Yeah.
So any UV reactive resin would work well. So you can buy little tubes of UV resin. And if you have those lights, like it comes in like a little tube and you can squeeze it out on stuff. And if you just have those lights, it's a quick drying tool for it. But yeah, there's heaps of like cool uses I've seen for that sort of tube UV resin.
Okay.
You doing anything with UV resin?
I will be. I've got some plans.
Oh no, you will, James. That doesn't surprise me in the least. I'm actually wondering if Tex
Oh,
is.
sorry.
Oh, it's something I think about every time I get a manicure, buddy.
Ah. Really?
How can I use this?
I love it.
Well, it's like the same every time I go to the dentist and I'm like, can I just have a look at your tools, man?
This thing that you put in my mouth, I could scribe with this.
And I'm like, oh, look at all these like scrapers. And then I'm like, oh, you've got all these electric drills and stuff, and they're really tiny for using for like tiny work. Where do you buy these, man? Like dental tools
They're
look
like
actually
a
really
catalog.
exciting.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I just order all these off you? Or when you throw out the old ones, can I have them?
Oh, I don't know about the old ones, but
What, they sterilize that shit, man. It's all
Yeah,
right.
man.
They
It's
tell you
sterile.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah. So James, did you ask the dentist?
I asked he showed me them all.
Yep.
But he wouldn't give them to me.
Bastard.
Aww.
should have just took it and ran.
You need to find a new dentist.
You gotta do it before
know
the
where I live.
anesthesia kicks in, though.
You know when they leave to get new stuff? That's when you take it and hide in your pockets.
True. Then they come
You
back.
never
And,
showed me that tool.
yeah. Dental tools are exciting.
Since they're used to make for screaming kids.
Yeah, it's all right. I just really wish I could watch the dentist like drill and work, but unfortunately it's my mouth, so I can't see it.
I feel the opposite about
You
that.
know, there's always a career being a dental assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool.
Or I'm sure there's
But
a
I'd rather be doing the
YouTube
work.
stream specifically just for that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And like, because you know most people don't want to see you, so it's like normal. But anyway,
that's how it was when I got my first tattoo, because I got it like on my chest, on my shoulder, and I was just staring at it the whole time. Like I go, dude, chill out, you're gonna break your neck. I was like, but it's interesting. Please let me watch.
Nice.
yeah, that's how I my first tattoo I got on my forearm, so I could just sit there and watch him.
Yeah.
I need to
Awesome.
go get more. Tattoos are good fun.
All right, who else has a favorite tool they want to chime in on?
I'm just waiting for someone to be inappropriate. You're all disappointing me.
Well, I already called Freddy a tool, so I think I.
That is true.
I'm gonna go with this Masters T25 airbrush is my favorite.
Yep.
Just because it's small, but it it does what I want it to do.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Any airbrush is a good airbrush, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
I definitely want to say in the frame, I thought that RX waist was sitting behind you, and I got very curious as to exactly how large it was. But then I realized its positioning in the room was completely different from what I initially thought.
Oh, I remember seeing a listing for if anybody's seen the photo for Gundam Planet, they have like this what is it, 1 to 10 scale RX-78. It was owned by a guy named Dan Cody, and he was selling it for $7,000.
Whoa.
And it's a big one. It's about as tall as me, I think. And I'm 5'8".
Wasn't that Danny Gunpla?
That might be. Uniqlo mangled his.
Yeah. It was at Uniqlo, New York, Uniqlo, the one in Manhattan.
Yeah, that's Danny Gunpla.
Yep. Danny Gunpla then, yeah. Because on Facebook, I saw it. I just saw the name as Danny Cody. I mean, Dan Cody.
That's him.
He was like, let's give this guy a new home for $7,000. Everybody in the comment was like, listen, if I had $7,000, I would just put that and just put it in my room to scare my wife. That was the comment specifically.
Yeah, the only people that I know of that owned anything in that scale was him, and believe it or not, Kanye West has a 1/12 scale Charzaku too in his fucking living room.
I believe that. Yep.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can look up pictures of it.
Huh.
He doesn't even know what a Zaku is.
He's like, it's red. I like it. It looks cool. It's a robot.
I don't know. I've heard that he. I mean, I haven't listened to his stuff myself, but I've heard that he actually he'll reference anime.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that actually.
Songs and whatnot. So he might actually be into that, and I think that's awesome.
There's this random piece here.
I'm suddenly turned off on Gundam.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel
Don't
better,
take a backlog.
just remember Andrew WK released the Gundam album, and it was the greatest thing ever.
Well, that's different. Yes.
One of my guilty pleasures when I'm driving.
Like, do what? Hold on.
Andrew WK is like one of the greatest
Gundam
things ever. I've seen him live many a time. And it's him and he's just doing a world of Gundam songs. And it is by far the greatest thing you'll hear.
Wait, Serge, wasn't that on the radio? I remember seeing that on your story.
It was for an anniversary event originally, or something, for commemoration.
Gundam Rock?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay. Well, I don't have something to listen to at work tomorrow.
It is the best. Enjoy. You can thank me later.
It's very entertaining.
Oh, here's a good question. What's your favorite 40th anniversary released kit?
I'm not even paying attention to any of it.
I do not know a single kit that has
You're not
been
gonna
released
catch
in
me
the
falling into that trap. Heck
The only
no.
one I know of is the new Alex. Other than that, I haven't really looked into it.
Because the only ones I could think of was Uniqlo, the baseball team limited. What else?
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, those really 40th anniversary, or is it just basically just co-marketing?
Marketing.
It's 100% marketing.
Yeah,
it is.
Cross marketing.
Screw the baseball kits, even though they're just recolors.
And that's how everybody makes a lot of money.
Yeah, it's just a high grade RX recolor, and it's on sale for $100. Haha.
Things like that don't really grab me. Like I find it hard to buy P Bandai stuff majority of the time.
Oh, it's not even a Pete Bandai. It's event exclusive. You have to literally go to the baseball games to get it, and there's a
Yeah,
limit here.
I don't care that much. Oh yeah, Wrestling the Dodge. I do have that one over here.
Oh, the Master Grade?
Yeah.
How?
I get the last one to use a Get Up on ad. The USA Gundam had.
Really?
I did
Yeah.
watch what was it? Not Zakura. Mecha Kaitsu's video on it. It doesn't seem that bad, even though it's based off the old Dom, but like limited articulation on some parts.
I'm a Dom nut. I think I had like 4 Doms I haven't built yet, including that one. Heck, I even have a second Dom trophy.
Nice.
I think I'm a unicorn nut because I have a lot of freaking unicorns. I have the Odaiba Strike, I have the RG, I have what is it?
Well, when it's the only kit they're pushing out over the past like 3 years.
Amen, sister.
When I get this Dom finished, I'm gonna build this one
Just
next.
kidding. Buy Bluefin's kits. Thanks. Bye.
And I'm gonna leave it completely untouched so I can compare the two side by side.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Wait a minute. It says other side, but it's only one piece here. What the heck?
So.
Wait. Hold up.
Okay. Are we gonna hold?
Wait, no, not you guys. Hold on, because I'm looking
Okay.
at the waterside decals. I'm getting, so I'm putting it for the booster of the Outstrike pack, and I'm given 8 waterslide decals, 2 on each side, but I have 2 boosters. I don't have enough. And it says on the other side, not on the other piece.
Need a boost, buddy?
Yeah.
You know what? Screw it. I have 2 waterside decals that I took off from my other box.
They probably don't want you to put the decals on the inside sides of the boosters.
Oh, really?
That makes sense.
I want to. It gives.
Because you're hardly going to see that. You're going to see it from the side.
They said don't do it.
I mean, I
So
have.
isn't that when you usually do it?
I have an extra sheet right here, so I might as well.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the problem with scale is, you know, like if a maintenance technician is working on that, they need the exact same warning thing on the inside because they're going to be in there. It doesn't matter if the judge is going to be in there. You know it's there.
True.
Yeah,
True right.
It's like why we spend so much time on pieces that no one's going to see. We know it's there.
Like real world manufacturing technique is why I prefer the Sinanju Stein over the regular Sinanju. And basically, I'm not a big fan of a lot of Xeon designs because they use a lot of like very natural, like organic kind of curves. And if you've ever like, you know, I know a ton of you scratch build parts. I built actual robots in high school. We competed, and it is so hard to manufacture anything with a curve as opposed to a plate joining another plate. And so it just like it doesn't make any sense from a logical real world perspective.
I know.
Yes,
Anime.
wholeheartedly.
I know it's anime, but they I mean, just from calling it real robot, and then you have, you know, the Giara and the Z Zulu and all these things with these just like I don't know how to say it besides organic curves, and it wouldn't work in a manufacturing standpoint.
It's non-geometrical.
Yeah.
I think you have thought about this too much.
I think we found the thing you hate.
If you want to really get me going, you can bring up Pacific Rim 2, but that's not a subject for tonight.
No.
That's not even watched that yet.
I never watched it. Wait.
For the love of God, don't.
I don't think it was that bad. Look, I like the first one a lot more, but
Oh yeah, the first one was
too
good,
bad.
but I never watched
Yeah,
the second.
the first one was great.
I got confused. It's like, are they fighting kaiju or are they fighting each other? What is it?
Yes.
Both.
Oh,
Oh
really?
my god! Yeah.
At the same
Charlie.
time.
Oh my.
God,
Okay.
Charlie's
Yeah,
amazing
I'm gonna
in it.
take your advice. I'm not gonna watch it.
There are
No.
plot points in the second that actively contradict like established world fact from the first movie.
Well, this is the way I look at it. The second one doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
there
much
you go.
like the Matrix. They made one good movie.
Del Toro's version is the only version.
Who directed
Absolutely.
the second one?
I don't even remember.
Interesting.
Wait,
So it
what was
wasn't Del Toro. Oh, interesting.
Oh no, he wasn't involved.
I
He
don't
got kicked
think,
off.
I don't think Guillermo was involved in any of the second movie, so that might explain why it's
Yep.
lost his touch. Because
He
didn't
had
have
an
one.
outline, but I doubt they used it.
The big thing that they did was it wasn't meant to continue the story from like an artistic perspective based on his vision for it. It was the first one made a ton of money in Chinese theaters, and so a lot of the stuff that they did was playing towards what Chinese audiences wanted, so that they could kind of cash grab off of the first one.
Make money.
Yep.
Yeah, Chinese people always overhype everything.
Yeah, and in the first movie, okay, so their graphic novel came out that's supposed to be canon for the first movie. Pentecost never had a kid because his wife was his co-pilot and she died before they ever had kids. And then the second one, all of a sudden he has a kid, and it came out of nowhere and it's dumb. That's why he doesn't exist.
And we all know the kaiju plan was basically come in and the world is already perfect. So come in, kill people, take resources. But the entire and we know that's incontrovertible fact because they drifted with the kaiju brain. There's no secrets in the drift. So that is like world established. There's no arguing that. But then in the second one, they go, oh, the kaijus are heading to Mount Fuji to blow up something, to use their blood to explode with minerals or whatever. Don't worry about it. And that's what will make the world habitable for them. And they bring up a map and they go, oh, map out all the attacks from the past 20 years or whatever. And they look at the map and they go, oh, they were trying to get to Mount Fuji the whole time. And the first attack is in Mexico. And there's attacks in Australia. There's attacks all up and down the west coast of the Americas. It's like, no, they weren't trying to get, okay.
No, if anything, they were going away from Mount Fuji.
For a conversation
exactly.
that wasn't happening, that's
We're
definitely
getting
happening.
For something you said that you didn't want to talk about.
Continue.
No. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It doesn't look like anything to me.
Sorry, I just couldn't help it. I found it a little bit funny. And I have no idea what you're talking about because I've never seen the second one.
Well, I have more to say about
Well,
it.
he's about to tell you, so hold on.
Ah, crap! It broke.
But wait, there's more.
There is more.
Who broke something that wasn't me?
One of the things they did was they removed all of the real world camera angles, and so in the Gundam in the Mecha versus Kaiju fight, they have this weird like floaty camera, whereas every single camera angle from the first one was something that could be shot from helicopter or from the ground. So they did that just to bring like a realism to it. The mecha designs and the kaiju designs in the second, to me, lacked all memorability. And oh god, there was one more point. Oh yeah, all the CG just looked absolutely terrible. It all of the movement of the robots lacked weight behind it, and just the heaviness of the fights in the first one is one of the things that made it so great.
I don't know. I just remember the battle scenes. The rest of it didn't. I didn't see the second one, just the first one, and it was cotton candy.
Mhm.
It was the most dumb, awesome movie ever made.
It was
the first one.
Yeah.
The great thing
all right,
about it.
all right. Look up the honest trailer for the first one. Honest trailer Pacific Rim on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They call it. It's either the dumbest, most fun movie ever made, or the funnest dumb movie ever made.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, cotton candy.
Well, even for being like a popcorn film, there was still artistic integrity behind it in the the designs of the mecha, and like Guillermo del Toro instructed the artists, like, don't look at established things, design your own stuff, and design it based off of real world stuff. So Gypsy Danger was designed based off of people looking at American military equipment. So they looked at like Apache helicopters, they looked at tanks, they said, like, what angles do people use? What do they look like? And they translated that into a robot. And then in the second, he said, this is an homage to, the kaiju and mecha cultures that Japan really popularized and created. But we don't want to build our audience based off of saying, hey, we are the Gundam of the West. So, and then there's a shot in the second one where a robot gets knocked flying and it comes to a skidding stop directly in front of the the statue at the Gundam base or whatever. And they go, oh, hey, look, it's a Gundam because, it's the same thing. Look at us. We're so clever. Freddy, it's beautiful.
This is the best design for the first movie right here.
Cherno Alpha Gen 1.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Just a giant tank that punches shit.
Hell yes.
I don't know. Looking at, I keep forgetting what Del Toro did for movies. I mean, he did Pan's Labyrinth, which is like friggin' fantastic.
Yeah,
That's the entire the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. That's the inspiration from where I'm going with this bear guy.
For real?
Yeah, the skin texture and all that.
Huh. No way.
Yeah, if you look at it, let me get the thing. Yeah, if you look at the design for the Pale Man, it has like all this loose skin everywhere.
Yep.
Well, that's what I have on mine. I have like loose skin on the arms coming down, on the legs. They have like all these weird like slits and stuff. And the skin has that weird.
What's that sound?
It's not perfect. It's just like really wrinkly, weird skin. I don't know if you can see it that well, but
yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I added to it was the whole skull just oozing out of it type of thing.
Dude, that's awesome. I didn't realize that was the inspiration. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a really cool design. It's probably my favorite Del Toro monster. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, go look up Pale Man Pan's Labyrinth on Google Images or something.
Oh wow!
Actually, just go watch the film if you've never watched the film. It's unreal.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. What'd you think of Shape of Water? Quickly.
I loved it. I thought it was beautiful.
It was beautiful, no question. Yeah.
It was really, really gorgeous. Did you see Crimson Peak?
I really need to see Crimson Peak.
I have not seen Crimson Peak yet.
It's fantastic. Really recommend it. Very underrated, but oh man, it's also beautiful. Beautiful, spooky. He did a good job, as always.
I've studied a little bit of him as a filmmaker, and he is an incredibly talented person, but he also, no matter the subject, he tries to become, he's an auteur, and he's like studied film. He's kind of like a Tarantino in that regard, that no matter what they make, they come from almost a film historian's perspective. That way. Cool.
Yeah, Del Toro was like one of my favorite filmmakers.
What's your favorite film by him, Freddie?
Probably Pan's Labyrinth.
Yep, I would have to agree with that. Do you ever see Kronos?
No.
Yeah, the animated one. Yeah, like a while back.
Was it animated? No, it wasn't animated. It was just like his first live action film from '93.
I really liked
The wrong one.
both
That's
ones that he did.
Anyway, interesting how we can segment, and it's kind of cool, Freddie. I didn't realize that was the foundation for your work. That's awesome.
George.
Yes, sir.
If you check out who is it? Hikaru Christ story. He's at what is it? It looks like a display place, and there is a lot of nice Gundam on display. Wow, actually.
I just looked up.
Wait
I'll
a
take
minute.
peek at that later on, man.
Is that a Mastermind Phoenix? What the heck?
Yeah, it's like it goes for like 5,000.
No, 7,000 and more.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, what's a couple of thousand between friends?
Yeah, really. At that price. So, guys, it's around 12:43 local time, Eastern time here.
Yeah.
So, it just if anybody, we can keep going. I'm good with it. But if anybody else is interested in, what the next steps are, let me know.
I'm in for. I could stay. I'm in summer vacation.
Kids.
Well,
I'll be here for a while longer.
I'll be here till. I'll stay here till.
I think I can make it till 1.
Nice.
It's only a few minutes, Serge.
Dude, I'm old. I'm tired, man. I don't know how I was able to last until 6 in the morning when I was younger. Now it's like, what?
Coffee.
Yeah,
No.
now I'm counting down the minutes to last call. It's like, do I have to be here this long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet summer child. No.
I think I'm gonna.
And George, you know I got a casino that like literally got built
No, they're
about 10 minutes away from me.
Yeah. How's that doing for your traffic?
Oh my god! Like Monday through Wednesday, it's not bad at all. But yesterday, today,
yeah,
nightmare, absolute nightmare.
Oh.
Friday, getting home from work, it took me like almost an hour. It was just
it's insanity.
Look forward to Thursday.
Yeah.
No, having a casino nearby, I'm sure is like it blows.
It's just
unless
the
you're into
traffic
going.
and like the location of it. There's like, for me, because I work in Revere, so it's like Somerville, Revere. I literally have to find some way to bypass it, and by bypassing it, it's like I'm going 30, 40 minutes out of the way.
Right.
So
yeah, actually, folks, if you ever take a look at the Boston skyline, they literally plopped this wind tower in the middle of. It's not even Boston. It's like a
Everett.
Like Everett, which is like one town over.
Yeah,
I think it's a town over, and it's this stark gold tower that's not even. It's out of nowhere, and all it does is blows traffic.
Is it at least pretty, or is it just ugly? I
it's
can't
pretty.
imagine just a gold building.
It's so pretty.
It's
pretty. Have, oh my god! It looks like you've seen Scarface. You know when he does the house like, with the forest and the animals and all that. That's what it looks like. It's so pretty.
But you've got this one gold tower amidst nothing.
Yeah, next to a power plant and
that's right.
And a Honda dealer, and that's it.
I'm putting the gold tower. What's it for?
The what?
What goes on in this gold tower?
Well, the gold tower is like more like the hotel, and then there's like this huge like palace-looking building. Like if you've seen Aladdin and like the way like their palace is shaped, that's how the casino is like mapped out. There's like one giant thing in the middle, and then like two other little sub buildings on the sides.
I gotta Google it. Sounds nice.
Yeah, and all the people with money, they don't drive there. They just take their boats, they park it close, and then they get ferried in.
Right.
Which is insane.
Welcome to an extremely well-off casino.
Okay, this water slides now. Did it just rip a piece off? What the hell? Oh no, I didn't.
but it's open 24 hours, and that's the crazy thing. So if that would have been open when I was like 21, 22,
Oh, I've been
right now,
trouble.
yeah, right now I'd be, still partying, getting drunk, 2 a.m. last call, straight to the casino afterwards.
Right. And building Gunpla? Mm.
Yeah,
That money would be in the casino.
yeah.
You won't even know what
drunk
a Gunpla is.
By the way, Serge, can you show me that that RX-78 quickly?
Yeah.
Dude, that thing, it looks cool, and it looks like there's so much you can do to it that just takes it to the next level.
You want
Oh
to know
yeah,
what,
you can add a lot of
the
things.
stat part though? You know how like most legs they have, the high bend.
Yep.
This is as far as it'll go. It doesn't bend any more back than that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it doesn't surprise.
Well, guess what kind of pose I'm putting the Pepsi next in? Just standing
Nice.
pose.
Serge, do you scribe yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Scribe it.
Yeah, the Sinanju Stein that I have, I did a couple of minor scribes.
Okay.
The full saber has a few scribe lines in the legs.
Yep.
So what I'm using is 1 and 2. So.
Yep.
So that's what I'm using for that.
Nice.
And then what's the name of this stupid tape? The Dymo tape.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be cool.
It is. What I was gonna have it do too was off one of the runners, just cut off like a perfect stick, and then with the Gundam Pros thing, the sticker.
Mm-hmm.
So it took about yay big. Just have it holding it. So cut off like 2 of these lines.
Yeah.
Put them together, and then with like a square piece of cardboard, just have it holding up a Gundam Pro sign.
Like a flag type of thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And then I got
a flags are from 00.
What was that, Ethan?
I was just making a stupid joke. I said flags are from 00.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I haven't built one. I don't want
If they're from 00, then how come they're raising them in IBO?
Oh god.
Oh my god! Come on!
I missed the joke.
I will not be sticking around.
Actually, I do need to head out, and I'm gonna get a little sad real quick. I don't think my dog has much longer left on this earth. So if you guys, if you pray, just pray for him to be happy and peaceful.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I'm so sorry, Ethan. I really am.
Very sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Dude, best of luck with that and all. Yeah, our thoughts and prayers.
Well, anyway, it was freaking lovely being a part of this. I'll try to have a camera next time.
Try to find a new movie to hate.
All right. Well,
it has been a pleasure.
I'll see y'all around. And
All right,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, have a great night, Ethan.
Good night.
Good night.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Good afternoon.
George, how are you up so late?
Why am I up so late?
No, like you do it consistently. How do you do it?
What do you mean?
I have no idea.
It's like whenever George does a live, he finishes at about 11, and then he does another live.
It's like saying, how do I stay up till 2 playing Overwatch?
I try to get myself about 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, 5. That's
Yeah, that was me back in school days.
oh, Jake, you're young though. You can get away with it.
Yeah, you can get by with it,
Yeah.
dude. Trust me, when I was like in my mid-20s and doing all sorts of crazy shit, it was a different game. Now it's like you kind of force yourself.
Yeah, if I'm on 5 hours, I'm pushing it.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, at some point you hit a brick wall, but at the same time, it's like, so it's everybody's got you get your work, and then you come home and you got, like, for me, I got my family life and everything like that. And then they all crash out by around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Wow.
That's when it's like the time where you
Party
can do all
time.
this stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so
Yeah, I guess it also depends how dumb you were the night before too. Play a hand.
I'm dumb every night because I do the same thing. It's like, because I usually say, well, tomorrow night I will not stay up until 1 o'clock. I will go to bed early, and then I'm up till 1:30.
Yeah. But then, like, for me, it's different because, like, I have to get up by 5:30 in the morning every single day to get to school on time.
Right.
I don't live close, and I try to get to sleep early.
Well,
I don't miss that life. Oh,
I'm so glad I don't have to commute to work. I just wake up and then go to the computer and I'm working.
What?
Where do you work? Do you work from home?
I work from home, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, lucky.
What?
I gotta tell you though, that's double-edged.
Oh, I know.
I love working at home, but it's also like, ooh, I think I'm gonna take a little time off right now.
Oh, I'm the
Yeah.
redheaded stepchild in my company, so they don't really pay attention to me.
What?
don't listen to
As long as I
Freddie.
do my
He
work,
works
I
from
don't care.
home.
Wait, Johnny.
What do you do, Freddie? Dare
I'm a
I
web
ask?
developer.
I'm sorry, you're a what?
A web developer.
Oh, really? Oh, there you go. Nice. And a red-headed stepchild web developer. Okay.
Yeah, because I work for a hosting company.
Nice.
So they just send me people that want websites. I'm like, okay. As long as I do my work, they don't really care what I do.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That is cool.
But the company shall not be named.
That's okay.
That's usually how you get to keep your job. Yeah.
Yep.
That's okay. We'll ask text later.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wait, am I putting this on the right spot? Yes. Okay.
Are you sure?
If I had $1.
Second and third and fourth, guess yourself, Jake. And then do it anyway.
It looks like it's on the
Every
right
time.
spot. Yeah, it looks like it's on the right spot, except for a little bit lower.
I'll be backwards.
Watch it be.
Sometimes it's just like the wrong plane that you're trying to do it in.
Like I'm putting it on the wrong kit as well.
That'd be impressive.
That's happened to one of my buddies. Like we've been sitting here building, and he'll be like, "Huh, this isn't fitting in." I'm like, "Yeah, that's because you pulled it out of my pile, you idiot." Just wanted to see how far you're gonna go.
Nice. Hey, Tex, what you got there? Because I just noticed you were taking photos of it.
Oh yeah, so this is my Fei Yan Knight. She's all snapped up. Finally. I love her. She's just this little Sailor Moon looking bot from Virtual On, and I like her. She's a Kotobukiya, and it's supposed to be 1/100 scale, and it's honestly the size of an HG. And she is
Virtual
very
On.
yes.
Is that the old game, like the game with the two joysticks that they used to have
Yep,
at
with
all
the
arcades?
cabinets. Yep,
Yeah, that was the best.
I used to own one of the cabinets.
Oh wow,
For
That is
about
so
a
cool.
year before I realized I'll never refurbish it, so it went to a better home. But
Because those were the ones that used to have that dividing screen, so you couldn't see
Yep.
the other player. Yeah.
Yep.
That's so good.
Yeah, they're fun. I went to a couple arcades in Japan that were specifically catered towards the Virtual On scene, which is huge.
Oh wow.
Text
There.
some recommendations.
I already went, so yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know they had dedicated arcades to that sort of
Yep.
thing.
And
Otherwise, I would have
there's-
been there.
Yeah, there's one that's well known in Sapporo because it's the only one I believe that has a controller adapter. So if you've been playing on the Xbox or the PlayStation, then there is an option for you to play in one of the cabinets with the actual controller instead of just
wow.
the twin sticks.
That is so good.
And all of the games are coming to port in the PS4 in November.
Oh, nice.
So I'm very excited.
That is
I also
super
have
cool.
to relearn how to play.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's been, I think the last time I played it, I would have been about 13, 14.
I'll stick with PC.
I think I was like 23, 24 the last time I played.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Tex, I gotta tell you, I'm not the biggest figure type of builder, but between this and the Streletsia, I'm intrigued.
I saw the Streletsia for the first time yesterday.
What'd you think?
I mean, it's not going to get me to watch the show, but I thought it was pretty.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the show, but one of my local guys built one recently, and as soon as I saw it, it's like I'm ordering one.
I'll give you a heads up. Don't watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah.
Don't watch it.
that's what I figured from the last
No.
Anime Expo I went to.
Don't
I was
watch
like,
it.
it's a hard no.
Watch it. It's
don't watch
fucking
it at all.
weird. It's fucking weird. You should watch it.
Nice.
If Jonathan likes it, Freddie, that's usually my key not to watch it.
It's such a weird show.
It is, but
it was, but the ending was no. The ending was actually completely fucking garbage. Not the
she's very dainty, and just snapping it together is not enough. I was gluing parts in as I went once I realized, no, this is not going to work. But I do have to take her apart now and seam line and everything. So she'll get done.
Yeah, that looks so cool though. I gotta tell you.
Thank you. She's fun. Hasegawa made some older kits, and they're ones that I would love to get a hold of, but not exactly looking for them right now. But should I find any, it would not be a question.
All right, so what are you looking for?
There is another bot. He's called Dordre. He's just this big guy with like drills for hands, and I saw a photo of him in. I have the magazine here, in an old copy of Replicant, and I want it. I just think he's big and goofy and fun.
I love big and goofy and fun.
Where is he?
George, you mainly build high grades, right?
Yeah.
So it's this gentleman.
Have you ever built any?
And allegedly they're plastic 100. Well, yeah, these ones are 144. But I don't read Japanese, so it's going to take me a bit to see what the fine details are.
Hey, Tex, can you throw that up again? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
If it's in hiragana, I can help you read it. But if it's in katakana and kanji, yeah.
If you think I know the difference, then we're already have a problem.
I can help you, Tex. If you send photos to me, I can help you with that.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh my
So-
god, that thing is cool.
Yeah, a couple of us were talking about scratch building him, but
Whoa.
we realized no way.
Whoa! If you're able to pull off a scratch build of that,
It was going to be a group effort of 3 people.
that would still be amazing.
Uh-huh.
Wow,
But
that's cool.
there will be a small virtual on Showdown at SCGMC, and I'm painting her up for it.
So who's part of that showdown?
Myself, Jeremy, and Angel so far. I think Factory Fresh wants in.
All right, you know if it's candy coated, it's gonna win though, right?
Well, that's why we're not having you judge. So we'll see.
Yeah.
She's my girl. I cosplayed as her a couple years ago at PAX West, and that was like the last costume I ever did. It was fun. It was like a dream costume. So
Oh, right. Question.
Do you have photos?
somewhere I think on.
Is
I can find
anybody
it.
going to the new type convention in November?
Yes, I'll see you there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'll be there too.
Because I'm debating on going because they offered me $250 to cover travel costs. So I was like, I might as well go if they're reimbursing me for the tickets for the plane.
Yeah, they have me doing participating in a panel up there for girls in Gunpla.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's very cool.
So, are there any other women out there as well, Tex, or is it just going to be you primarily up on stage?
To my understanding, it's myself, Melee, and the Buttress.
Wow, well, that's heavy hitters.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah,
That's what I'm hearing.
that's what I'm hearing.
Well, you're hearing right.
Oh, wait.
I'm interested to see how it goes.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
May I ask how so?
Because it's the first time I've ever been on a panel. And
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta tell you, your affect always comes across like you can be on stage and just own it.
You could always go on stage
mean,
at Anime Expo.
And so Clem and I can just insult each other for an hour. I think that would work out well. We would both be disinvited.
That's
I
funny,
think
but
it's just one of those things where I need practice for it. I'm obviously comfortable on stream, but I do know that like with my Gunpla Network interview, like the more one-on-one stuff,
yeah.
I feel like I need a little more. I need to be a little more comfortable doing.
Well, because I
But
thought you came across great on that one.
Okay, so
Oh.
yeah, the 18 plus panel. All you'd have to do is do what you did on Mechanism a few episodes back.
Oh, so just be like 4 beers in? Great. Okay.
4 p.m. on everyone, and you're good.
All right.
Was that like 4 beers in at like 6 in the morning?
No, Mechanism, not Gunpla Talk.
Oh,
Gunpla
Mechanism.
Talk.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus. Like, wow.
Yeah, that was me just rolling in from the casino and then doing this. Yeah.
Oh no. Excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's a strange thing. Yeah, with the talk I'm doing at GVWC, I actually also have never done a live talk in front of people like that. It's going to be interesting.
Oh,
Really?
There's always a first for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I've done plenty of like live streams and plenty of like talking at people through the power of the internet, but in
Chris wanted
person
me to
where people can see me like doing all sorts of weird
I
things.
put a link
It's gonna be
to
odd.
the tweet that I have of me in that cosplay. So she's got a hyper mode where once her armor hits past 50%, she turns gold and goes really fast. And that's the version I wanted because A, I'm Persian, I like gold, and B, I already had the gold Nikes, so I might as well.
Nice. Well, James, this, what you were just saying, I think you're also, like I was just saying about Tex, you know the subject, you're comfortable with the subject, and your affect has always been pretty laid back and easy. I think you're going to do fine.
I'm
and
sure
if you're
it'll
not, it's
be
going to be a good
alright.
laugh for all of us, so it'll be good too.
Oh, yes, definitely. I'll just make sure I get drunk.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yes.
Hell yeah.
I would.
I'll go down under for that.
It's the way to get through anything. Just be drunk or at least half cut.
I mean, they call it liquid courage for a reason. I think the guys on Gunpla Talk talked about it in one of their episodes too. Just kind of coming out of the shell and realizing that it's kind of the same thing. Just a couple sips in, and you're like, all right, yeah, I got this.
Well, I think like
You guys think I've been
problem
drinking
as well with the problem with what do you call it? The convention that Smash that GBWC here is at, like, it's pretty much just shops selling anime related goods because it's an anime and manga expo. And after like half an hour of being there, I want to kill myself.
That's kind of how I felt at Anime Expo the first time. I was just like, where I would see things and the way people are acting, I'm just like, where are these people's parents? And where can I get a drink to forget this right now?
That's why pretty much there's right by where the convention center in Sydney, there's like 4 pubs on the waterfront just right by it. So pretty much after I saw all the Gundam related stuff, I disappeared to the pub, sat there all day, and then came back when I had to.
I know why I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, being drunk is always a good idea to get past an anime convention.
Oh, it's like just, I mean, like I understand that the kids are happy to be out of the house and all, but it's really weird and creepy and weird and just too many weird dudes.
If anyone's going to Sabotan in Arizona,
speaking of weird dudes,
myself and I think Tex is going, Nate and Angel, we're all going to be drunk pretty much all the time.
That sounds like my kind of place.
I have to be moderately sober for Tim's stuff, but yes.
Yeah, at our table that will be nearby, Gun Guys will be having mixers there, hiding.
All right.
Gunpla happy hour.
Like I did last time, Tech. Remember that?
Yep.
Well,
yeah, it's happening again because that's the only way I can handle that show the whole entire 4 days I'm there.
We just need we need cups of ice this time.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? Model Expo in Melbourne. We had there's a lovely man by the name of John Ewan, who you see if you go to the build meets in Melbourne, you meet this guy, and he's a good value. But he had like 6 bottles of cognac at Melbourne Model Expo, so we were just sitting there drinking behind one of the booths. It was great fun.
You guys might as well have just been in the parking lot, like.
Speaking of
like a tailgate party.
I really need to get over to America and
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, let's bar hop. Let's go.
We're just not New York.
That was a Anime Expo last year. We were just taking drunk gummy shots in the parking lot.
That's because we ran out at the Robotech panel. I was taking one every time they said Robotech, and at some point, like, we ran out, and it was just horror on my face of.
I was
you
gonna say,
didn't
how
die
long
from
did that
that.
take? Like 7.5 minutes?
Oh my god!
I was
Yeah,
gonna die from that, Tex.
pretty much. Like, it was pretty much just we're selling everything that's not bolted down, and it's supposed to talk about the Robotech like action movie, but it was really just, hey, if you watch it too, we might have enough money so that we can make this movie / script happen. Also, here's a trailer for it 1, not once but twice.
Because that's the guy directing it, and that's all we have to go on.
That's all we got.
The piece is full of. No, wait.
I'm pretty sure they were handing out like expired calendars that were still in the plastic that were
Expired
Robotech. I'm just
calendars?
like, I'm like,
Oh man! If we end up going to that
if
panel
there's
again this
ever
year,
a
I'm
car
totally gonna.
salesman, it is the gentleman that was running that panel.
If they have that panel again this year, I'm totally gonna go up and ask a Macross question.
They actually will not refer to it as Macross.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, because they don't own it, and they'll refer to it as the other IP, or
Oh, interesting. Purely from a legal reason.
Yep, it's interesting.
And I think their license runs out in like 2 or 3 years.
Supposed to. I'm wondering who might be ready to scoop it up before it goes back, if it goes back.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. When's the Gundam movie coming out?
The legendary.
No release date.
Oh god.
And the only reason I'm saying is if it's successful, then the rights are going to become extremely valuable.
Yes. I'm always interested in the legality of things that I like.
I'm always interested in the illegality of the things that I like.
Well, illegal and things that I like are just an overlapping Venn diagram. So and that's why I'm not allowed to run kids panels. The end.
That's great.
Speaking of GBWC, the New Jersey one that I was in was really depressing.
It was depressing?
Oh yeah.
Was it at a hobby store?
Oh no, it was not good whatsoever.
So what made it not good?
Well, there was only 5 entries.
Oh.
There was only 5 entries, and not only
that,
only 3.
I recognize the winner. Yeah, okay.
It was
now I'm
Wayne.
thinking about
Yeah,
it.
it was Wayne.
Wayne won?
Yeah,
So
Wayne
hold it. So I mean, I like Wayne. Wayne's a good guy, but
yeah,
there were only 5 people competing.
So here's the thing: there was 5 of them. 2 of one of them was like just a guy that snap built like 8 different Hakushiki and presented that. And then there was mine, who I just threw. I was like, I'm not gonna try. I didn't have enough time, so I'll just throw in like my old Gym Sniper 2 Jungle Camel that I.
Well, I think there it is right there. You said that there wasn't enough time.
Yeah, it was.
And I think a lot of them are pushing for, since I know that a lot of people go from Boston and from Jersey, and they wait for the New York one intentionally.
No,
it's also a later date, and it's a bigger venue.
They did not. So here's the thing: when they first announced GBWC, I remember when it was. It was like around May 2nd. They announced GBWC and everything. What was it? Johnny actually told me, like, "Yo, Jake, Bluefin announced everything." I checked through the list. New York wasn't on it. And it used to be. I mean, the only New York was New York Comic Con last year at Anime NYC. But then that was at New York Comic Con, and what is it? I can't go to Comic Con because I'm busy during those days. And I was like, I really wanted to try GBWC for the first time. And I was ready for Anime NYC, like getting my plans ready, because Anime NYC is in November. I had a lot of time. But they pushed it. And I was looking. The closest one to me that I could make was Jersey in Mitsuwa in Edgewater. And then they said, what was it? If you remember the rules or what the change they did was they're hosting GBWC at every hobby town at Kinokuniya in the U.S.
Not everyone, but
it's
a bunch
not everyone,
of them.
because the Texas ones didn't make it.
Correct.
Well, correct myself. I'm sorry, but most they try to. But then that's the thing. That thing was they try to go to most of the Kinokuniya but the only one that they went to mine was Jersey, and we have a Kinokuniya in New York, in Manhattan.
Well, then that may have something more to do with the retailer then. If they,
Here's the thing: a month before, actually no, it was a month before Jersey GPWC, which was in June 15. They just, I checked the website. They just added New York into it, like 3-4 weeks later. And the thing was, they said there was a limited space, and they didn't even say how you get how you're able to enter. You just had to apply and just you entered. They didn't even send any emails to say like, oh, they just said thanks for entering. They didn't say you either got it or anything.
Yeah, but I think I mean but that should encourage people to be a lot more proactive. If you're not getting the information you want, you need to hit up the retailer. You need to hit up whatever sponsor is doing it and get an answer from them.
Yeah, I went to, so I did, see, that's what I thought. So I specifically went to Jersey with Wayne one day, actually the next day with Wayne, to ask the owner of Kinokuniya about the information about the GBWC, like how would the people who entered, how would it be decided and everything. And then we went there and they was like, oh, they don't have any information yet. They don't know anything about it. They didn't even know that GBWC was being hosted there. So I was like, okay, it was a little bit confusing. So I was waiting, and
Something not kosher about that whole.
I'm so glad Australia only has the one event.
I saw Australia. Australia, like a lot of the people that are entering, those builds are really amazing.
Yeah, I know it's fucked.
But it's
It's because they theoretically, I mean, they in canon they killed off half of Australia, so they got to give you all the good shit.
Nice.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. Where they killed off Australia is where the competition is.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, George, there was only 5 entries. 3 of them looked actually presentable. 2 of them was not bad. The ideas were not bad, but me and Wayne and my neighbor were just like, it's kind of
everybody starts somewhere, and it's unfortunate that was the
they do.
turnout for you guys.
Yeah, but I think the unfortunate thing is, so Tex, just as one of the first thoughts that came to mind was, so maybe some people competed, if they knew about this, competed now or try to rush through to get it now, because trying to get, even if you had more time to get something done for November, because it's a much more limited pool, maybe you have to look at some of these more regional type of places to do it.
And hopefully you're able to get to those places.
Right. And hopefully the people who are in those or around those areas, and again, not to denigrate anybody, but again, normally when you go to a competition like that, I would assume that the level of workmanship that somebody's putting into a build is at a higher level.
Yeah. I was expecting that. I was like going there,
and especially for the East Coast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was there and I was like hoping at that point I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go and just meet new people and just like basic thing that we always do for everything.
Well, that was the other. Okay, so real quickly, Jake, what was the how was the meet? How many people were there just to kind of hang around and see what the?
There was nobody.
See that to me is criminal. That's the worst part of it.
And we were like, they didn't give any information on when we were supposed to arrive and give our kids in as well. So me and Wayne were like, all right, we're just gonna get there like 11:30, and then when we got there, they was like, all right, we're gonna announce the winner by 3. It was 11, so we just sat there and just ate food literally the entire time. You asked Wayne what I did, he's just gonna say this guy just ate sushi after sushi and then a bowl of freaking.
I mean, maybe the answer is a lot simpler than that. Maybe it's what the hell's wrong with Jersey.
Well, we could go down that dark path, but
we ain't got time.
We
spent all our money on Pacific Rim today.
Wow, we got to start these things. You know what? Next time we do one of these things, I think we're going to actually start at midnight, because this is when things start getting really rowdy.
Why?
It's because I'm done building now. I'm like, I got to make up for it. What do I got to do?
I'm about like 4 drinks in because it's going so long.
Is that why you're quiet? You finally shut up, Freddie?
I'm so glad there's nobody home today because my family went to Jersey to stay over for the night.
Nice.
See what I was just talking about?
Jersey. I went to Jersey once. It was a nice place.
It's boring. There's nothing there.
Yeah, there's the quick stop from Clerks.
Oh yeah,
yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
Depends on what part of Jersey.
I mean,
We hired a Camaro and like drove down to Red Bank, New Jersey,
Hmm.
and then I got lost on the turnpike, and then I was doing like 200 mile an hour, and that was fun.
Nice.
Nice.
Dude, by the way, I was actually going through a bunch of photos on my phone recently, and for some reason, I don't know why, I think I saved the photo of you in front of that store. That's an awesome
Really?
photo. Yeah, I don't know why.
That is
It
strange.
almost sounds fetishistic,
Saving-
and it's not meant to be that way. I apologize.
Saving random photos of me.
Creeper.
No, it's so good. I understand. Yeah, no, that was like the big thing. Like when we hired the car because we were in New York, and we're like, oh, I don't really want to go to Jersey for anything, but I do want to go to Red Bank just so we can go to the quick stop. And it was exactly like the movies. And then we went to like Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, the comic store, and like met the dudes from Comic Book Man, which was cool.
Nice.
I wish they never closed the West Coast one.
And then what else? Because we went there, I bought like the Monroeville Zombies hockey jersey from that store as well. Which
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
I should have been
And
surprised. Shouldn't surprise.
Are you excited for the Jane Silent Bob reboot?
always. And that was like yeah, no, I was a big fan. So yeah, pretty much the thing that blew me away is the video store next to the Quick Stop is still there, and all the tapes are still on the shelves.
Are you shitting
like
me?
we were looking through the window, and like you see like Escape from New York still sitting on the shelf, like the VHS box and everything. I'm like, oh man, that is so cool.
So good.
Do they have the hermaphroditic porn?
That's behind a curtain.
That film is like
yeah,
one of
no.
my all-time favorites. I love that film.
Well, that was I was stoked. I also like picked up this sweet lighter while I was there.
Wait a minute, this is the wrong piece. Oh, here it is.
Oh, sorry.
What is that?
Nails, cigarettes.
Oh, God,
so
yeah.
Like that they smoked it. Like, oh, give me one of those nails, and yeah, they like had the lighter of it. So I was like, oh, I've got to buy that. It's so cool.
Oh, that's dope.
So yeah, there's heaps of that's why I really enjoy going to the States because I could go do stuff like that.
That's
and
stuff
see
to do.
stuff.
When did you go to the States?
I was there. 2011 was the first time I went, and then I was there 2015, 16, 15.
Cool. I've only been once, but I really want to go back again for Star Wars at Disney. I'll get there.
Oh,
maybe
yes. A coworker of mine, she's like a lifelong Disney Pass member, and she went and she had a blast, she said.
I heard Cantina is actually a full functioning bar, which is actually pretty.
No way.
Yes.
It is.
Wow.
The inside is actually literally just like the movie scene, but every drink there is everything's functional. It was
Is
so
That is
cool.
sick.
Is Greedo there? It'd be cool.
That
if he
I
was
don't know.
hanging
If
It's just an ashy remain.
Jarek, turn off the lights, dude.
But oh shit.
I am.
But yeah, no, I need to get back because well, the missus wants to go because she's got family in Utah. No,
Does she
somewhere
really?
around. Yeah, her
should
aunt
go.
lives
That's
over
a
there.
good excuse.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they want to go bring us over to visit, and then I'm just trying to make sure it's during hockey season.
Hell yeah.
As long as it's during hockey season, I'm happy because then I'll just go to as many games as possible.
Except not in Boston.
No, I'd still go.
Just root for the other team. Sorry, Jessica, you were saying?
Okay. I want to go through. I want to go during basketball season, but I also want to go when it's hot because I hate the cold. So I'm in a bit of a dilemma.
You have to pick one.
Yeah, about that. I don't know if you want the hot season here.
Yeah, I do. I want that.
No,
really?
It's really sticky.
Yeah,
humid.
I love the heat. I love it. I hate the cold. I just yuck.
I'm on the other side. I like the cold. You see me.
Come to Arizona, you'll love it.
Oh, I heard from Johnny. I hear it from Johnny every single time I call him. Like, dude, it's fucking 100 degrees here. I'm like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
What's 100?
it's not bad. That's
What's
honestly
100
What is
in
100?
Celsius?
Hot.
Dirt.
Stupid
No,
hot.
wait, hold on. Let
Hold
me
on,
check.
I'll look it up. I'll
I'm
Google this
just
thing.
quickly
The
typing
last
it
time I
in.
was there was 113, and I hated life.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't matter past 100. It all feels the same.
Yeah, at that point, it's
so-
that's just nuts.
What's a hundred?
It's a dry heat though.
100's only
Ready?
37.
Keep drinking your little screwdriver,
Jess?
please.
So 100
I
Fahrenheit,
know.
only 37.
30. Yeah, 30. No,
Oh,
38.
yes, I like
38
that.
Celsius. Around.
Holy
I like that.
She's about to move to to Arizona.
Yeah,
Well,
I love that kind of heat.
I think at one point, I think it was like 3 years ago, we hit 125 here.
Christ, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. The thing I like about winter is like I can put as much clothing I want if I get cold and I'll be comfortable. But summers I can be fucking naked and it'll still be so hot with AC.
Well, maybe you should like try peeling your skin off next.
Yeah, dude.
I should.
That's the next logical. Next logical step.
I should definitely. Oh wait. Okay, no, I'm done with this.
I love it. It's why I live here. Like, if you can't survive a summer here, you don't deserve our winters.
Oh.
The winters are really nice.
Yeah.
The weather here in New York is kind of bipolar. I know that.
I live in California. We don't have winters.
You definitely.
Yeah.
Everything fun in California. It's all outlawed.
Nice. Oh, stop.
Last time I checked, weed
It's
got
taxed,
legalized.
not outlawed.
But Arizona.
I gotta say, I got some.
And it
dealers that
causes
say
cancer.
otherwise.
But
Like one day it's sunny here, the next day it's snowing. A few hours
Yeah.
later, it's sunny
That
again.
sounds like Melbourne. That
Like
sounds
That
today.
sounds like every country, like every place in the world.
I
The
specifically.
amount of times I hear people like, "Oh, it's like sunny, then it's snowing, then it's cold." I'm like, "That's everywhere."
yeah, well, it was like a couple months back. Do you remember? It was like, well, 6 months back. Remember when you guys were like in the middle of your friggin' heat wave and we're freezing our tits off? And now it's like I'm like sweating, and Craig posts a photo about a football game he's at, Australians football game, and everybody's wearing hats and coats. It's like it just
it's
mentally
cold as
blows my
shit
mind.
at the moment.
Is it really?
Yeah. Like my hands are frozen a little bit. I
Yeah,
haven't
it's,
got the heater
it's
on.
cold. I don't like this weather. It can just go away. I don't
Yeah.
like it at all.
So
I'm
I'm a
sure
big
it's
fan of
still
the snow,
100 right now
so-
here outside.
100. I want that. Can I have that?
Let's Google this. What's the current temperature?
Yeah, it's 80 degrees right now outside, and it's morning.
When I left the house the other morning on my car, the thermo said I think 2 degrees, and it had like the little snowflake on it. That's not enough cold.
Beware,
I-
your car is
like-
cold.
It's
So,
freezing.
It is still 98 degrees outside. That's 37 degrees for Celsius.
Yeah.
So what's
And
in-
we
what's-
hit a height today of 115.
Jesus.
Fuck that.
No, I am
I
not
love
going out.
that.
Chris, you better bet I am not going outside.
Well, apparently it's 13
That's
degrees
fine.
Celsius, so 56 degrees Fahrenheit in Melbourne at the moment.
Yeah.
I would.
My sentiments exactly. Yuck.
Wait, did one piece just fall out? Oh my
Probably.
god. This is falling out.
And if it's not on the floor, it hasn't fallen.
Oh no, it's on my mouse pad.
That reminds me, I lost a piece on the floor somewhere earlier.
Oh no, it's not a. It's not
I'll
a
find
piece.
that.
It's not a piece. It's a water slide decal. I gave up at this point. I'm putting it with my hands. I gave up. I'm
I'm
done.
quite enjoying doing this water slide decaling thing.
Oh, I
It's just
enjoy
nice.
it. No, listen, I enjoy it, but then if there's like 20,000 pieces that I got to put on just one kit, I can't do that.
We do it for
Yeah,
the love
that's
of
what-
the art.
That's what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm
This
just trying
perfect
to.
trick is a ridiculous amount of water slide decals.
Well, because I've got because I'm doing this Groove Custom, I don't actually have water slides for it, so I've got like this blank sheet of just random markings.
Where'd you get
So,
those sheet, James?
It is from this company here.
I just put the tools away. God, I thought I was done.
I don't know what are they called. So the cameras.
RB.
So it's HIQ parts.
Okay. Yep.
It says it.
Oh, high
it's
Q.
up-
Yeah, Tim raves
yeah.
about those. Yep.
That's why. Yeah, because I've got that, and then I've also got like those ones which are the same, but it was orange, and I thought it'd be kind of weird if I started throwing orange decals on the kit.
Nah, man, it would make an aesthetic statement.
But then I was going to chuck these ones on, but I thought it would be a bit much.
That would be a little bit of a bold statement.
I don't know what I'll ever use these for. I bought this sheet like ages ago, and I'm like, when am I ever going to use these?
One day.
Yeah, one day. I say that as I have 30 stacks of freaking waterside decals in that box.
There you go.
Kits I don't even have.
So, James, you will find a kit then. Just have to find a kit specifically to say, I'm going to stick these fucking things on it.
Yeah, but then I've got to find it. Maybe I'll just go like chameleon colors and just do something really.
Dude, look, you just
do something clear and put them on there, and that's all you get to see. Then you have to do a clear
What was that?
Yeah.
You'll think about it for a couple days. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll true that.
So look, we've already got it sussed out for you. It has to be a clear, exclusive kit in the thousands of dollars.
That's
That's right up your alley.
So what you're telling me?
I can help you with that then.
So what you're telling me is I'm never going to do it.
Look, we've all got our Moby Dick kit. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, I can't feel my hands.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like this back room I building is freezing.
Sit on them.
But then I can't work.
I mean, it's either you can't work now, or they fall off and you can't work ever again because they're cold.
Dude, just go get pickled with something. Go drink something. That'll warm you up. You got some scotch?
I finished all my booze last night. I was up till 4 a.m. painting this thing.
Hold it. You killed all your booze last night? Hold it. And you started tonight and you weren't prepared? You stupid son of a bitch.
Oh my god, I'm having
James.
Fucking typical George.
Oh man.
I'm not surprised.
About what? Being out of booze?
Yeah. I'm sure there's like a bottle.
I think I'm allowed to consider that a national emergency in my house.
Yeah.
Production stops.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, I'm having water decals falling off. What the heck?
So, did he just take off to go find booze?
I think to go, maybe gloves. I don't know.
Here we go.
Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Oh no.
Look, the emergency bottle.
That's all you need.
I'm on emergency rations here.
That's a shot, buddy. You know exactly what that is. That's meant for warming up. Come on.
We're not gonna do anything but watch you for the next minute or 30 seconds or 5 seconds, however long it takes for you to gulp that down.
You just hear it.
He's like, it's done.
Are we done?
Taste
it.
I heard the gulp. I'm like, okay.
Did it help?
It did actually.
Look at that. Modern medicine at its finest.
Feeling a little warm and anxious.
And the best thing is this was only like $10 a bottle in Japan.
Oh, nice.
It was their cheap stuff, so I was like, whatever. You just go down to the local combini and buy a bottle and smash that out.
Oh, I did that a couple nights in a row.
I did that like a couple weeks in a row. Like, I think in the end we just stopped going to a lot of pubs and just did like the convenience pub crawl.
Convenience pub crawl.
From the 7-Eleven to the Lowry's to the mom and pop shop.
And the
so pretty much the rule is you leave your hostel, you turn into the first convenience store, so 7-Eleven or whatever. You buy a strong zero, something 9%.
Oh yeah.
And then you drink that, and the goal is as soon as you hit another Family Mart or another convenience store, if you haven't finished, you got to scull your drink and then go in and get another one.
Wait, so what if you finish it though?
Then you get another one.
Okay.
and you keep going till you can't drink anymore.
It's you. That's why you hope that they're spaced far enough apart. Give you
And they're
time. to
usually
finish it.
within a block.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that otherwise you're done in like 45 minutes.
Oh, it's like
Yeah,
a
they're u-
Starbucks. Come on.
Oh yeah. All over the
They're
place.
usually within. I don't know, but you find like when you're in Japan, you can like smash down the booze way more than you can back home for some reason.
Is
What,
it
you
because
just-
it's cheaper?
It's
more
cheaper.
accessible?
Yeah,
Watered
it's
down.
cheaper. Goes down easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think your liver just builds up an immunity after 2 weeks.
Oh, Jesus.
After 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Wow. I'm impressed.
I drank a lot.
Yeah.
So
too.
I just gotta ask James,
I do like
you
a
are
wine
not
bottle every night.
oh, God.
What's that?
James,
So we
you're
did-
not a donor, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, that's right. Holy shit, this
Oh,
thing
well.
is totally fucking pickled.
Uh-huh.
I think the best part was like when we went to Nara, and like so me and my mate caught the train out to Nara and like stopped by the convenience store, grabbed a couple drinks, smashed them down, and then found a couple like booze vending machines on the way. So we drank them and just chased deer around drunk for a day. It was great.
God damn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Japan was good fun.
Japan's always good fun.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
can't-
there 2 times
I
this
can't-
summer.
I can't wait to go back.
Yeah,
Well,
me
neither
too.
can I want to go back so bad. But then again, I've got the States to do first. So,
States first?
yeah. Yeah, I think so. The last time I went was, I think, 2013. So I'm quite overdue for another visit, I think.
I highly recommend waiting till 2021, please.
Yes.
Yes.
I second that.
Why is that?
I second
Olympics.
Why is that?
2020.
You don't live in the States, do you?
No, I said yeah.
Oh, okay, thank God.
What? What did I miss? Sorry.
The Olympics are in 2020.
Uh,
No, I was talking about the Olympics.
Oh no. Oh.
Realization
Oh.
kicks in.
Sorry. I
Oh,
had
the
to go
real
there.
answer. Yeah. Okay. I hear you.
But Jess, when you come, where are you looking at? I'm assuming since you want the heat, you're probably going to be down further south.
Yep, that's right. I really want to go back to Memphis. Like, I loved it there.
Mhm.
Memphis, loved it there. Want to go to Florida, of course.
Oh, yes.
Universal.
I thought you were still talking about Japan for a second. I'm like, Japan has Memphis?
well, Japan has America Town. America
That is
Town
true.
was like that,
Does a
and
little
that
fake
was
statue
I need to
of
check that
Liberty.
out.
America Town was such a trip. It was like being in Chinatown, except it was
America.
not China. It was like the reverse.
All right, guys, I'm gonna
All right, so
call it a night.
I'm gonna follow Serge's lead. I've got to dip
I'm-
as well.
I'm probably
Well-
going to tap out as well. Got to get ready for dinner tonight.
Yeah, no worries. Why don't we just call it a night, guys? I think it sounds good. Anybody want to do we have time to do the last rounds? Say goodbye?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, that thing went down hard, didn't it, James?
That was like a sip.
No, I just forgot what I was saying for a minute.
Wow. What is
Maybe
that
all
stuff,
that booze
James? Just
from
so I
last night
remember.
just
What is that made out of?
What was that?
You're asking what was it?
Oh, it was just a bit of whiskey.
With turpentine.
With
Well,
a lacquer thinner.
The thing was like, considering I was drinking till 4 a.m. last night, it probably just kicked it back in.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You just got the adrenaline shot.
I'm like, oh, this is what I needed.
Nice. Alrighty, Chris, why don't we start with you, my friend?
I'm not sure what to say. I'm kind of out of it at the moment.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. Follow
Arizona
me at
Gunpla Builder.
Arizona Gunpla Builder on Instagram. I'll be posting more often soon once my work gets settled back down again for the mortgage model we're doing. Hopefully this all will get done soon, and that's really about it. Great night.
Sabaton.
Oh yeah, Sabaton. Come down to Sabaton, August 30th to September 2nd. It's gonna be a great time.
Nice.
30th, I'm in Japan.
Oh, man. Hey, Chris, it sounds like you need a PR firm. Old School Gunpla PR is out there for.
Yeah, I sent you the flyer. You never did the about did with you with
Oh,
it. So
geez, I'm sorry. I'll get back to you.
your format's failed, man.
I know it has.
His phone goes off once the weekend starts. He's on
Ooh.
salary.
Nice. All right, Freddie.
Hey, Freddie was wrong everywhere. You can also go to tentacleman.info and you can go to my website.
That's awesome, man. And you're Tentacle Man on the what they call it on Discord, right?
Huh?
What's your Discord?
Oh, Freddie was wrong.
Is it really?
Adam keeps changing it.
Oh, Adam's the one who changes it. That's why.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was wondering why.
No, every time I log in, it's something different. So I'm like, okay, I'll just roll with it. But the domain thing is real. I did buy that domain because of the last mechanism.
Yep. Good for you.
That's amazing.
But yeah, we're gonna have panels at Anime Expo next week and SCGMC in November.
Outstanding. Thanks, Freddie. All right, Jakey, your turn.
I'm Jake, bot Jakey, and I don't know what else to say right now. I'm really burnt out from doing all the water slide. I just completed it all.
Hey, it's done.
Yep. So tomorrow's the gloss coat, and then we're not touching it until build day.
Awesome, man.
Yep.
All right, Jake. Thanks, man. Have safe travels.
Yep. Thanks.
Hi, Jess.
Hi. Well, I managed to get Maz his body done. Still got to do his head, but thanks for having me, George. It's been a lot of fun. Very nice to speak to everyone as well. And yeah.
There we go. Awesome, Jess. It was great having you. I really enjoyed it.
My
Really
pleasure.
enjoyed it.
My pleasure.
All right,
Your IG
Serge.
handle?
Oh yeah, let's start with that.
Oh, it's 2-star and I think 1_, I think, and then Gunpla. I'll find you guys.
Awesome.
I
Thanks,
am
Jess.
for all you guys right now. Hold up.
All right, Serge.
Serge. Gundam I have no idea how I'm still up. And yeah.
I think he had some of James's drink.
I thought I was tired.
Oh man,
Pleasure talking to everybody.
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's
Serge.
fun.
It's been good.
Wish I had more energy for y'all.
Well, next time we'll start later for you or earlier or something.
I think earlier for Surge.
Yeah, man. After 11, I don't know what it is. Ever since I turned like 27, after 11 o'clock, it's like.
Oh, baby, it doesn't get better.
Oh, it gets worse.
I can't have a say in that.
Oh,
I remember I hit my 30s and it all went worse. You just got to power through.
Power through, baby. All right,
Find out
Gundam
which
Show.
coffee you like.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Serge. You can go to bed now.
Night, Surge. I'll see you. I'll see you in a week.
Good night.
Night.
Farewell.
Night.
Alrighty, Miss Tex.
All right, Tex Marquise on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and God knows where else. Sometimes I stream on Twitch as Tex Please. If you haven't heard about it already, the Gunpla Girl Gang is hosting the Summer of 0079 contest, so please check it out on Instagram. It's just fun summer builds, or take a photo of your kit at the beach, just whatever
When's
you
that
want.
wrap up?
It wraps up at the end of July, I think. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be
at the end of
making
July.
enough time for that. We'll see.
We'll see. You never know. You might get inspired. Might throw a hologram decal on something. But yeah, no, thanks for having me on. I'm glad I was able to finally catch one of these and be able to make it.
It was awesome having you. And now that I know that it's more than just building a summer-oriented kit, I am planning on doing a little vacation near the water, and I am bringing a kit with me, and I'm going to take a photo.
Awesome. Excellent.
Thank you.
End of July, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in Japan. I'll take
Nice. Take a photo.
Yep.
All right.
Go to the beach. Awesome.
Let's have a beach episode entry from you. Go for it.
Oh, beach.
Awesome.
Beach episode. You better be wearing a bikini.
Uh-huh.
Oof. And that ends there.
I am never going to unsee that.
I haven't seen it yet, though.
I have a very vivid
Don't-
imagination, and
that-
I'm never going to unsee that.
Don't go there,
I wish
Chris.
I wish I knew that earlier. I had so many things I could tell you that would help you visualize.
Oh
things.
God, no, no,
Chris is not going to sleep tonight.
Oh my god.
nope.
I'll DM you.
I'm sure you will.
Alrighty. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us. George, Old School Gunpla. It's been a trip. I love doing these. I love talking about not just builds, just talking with people about our lives and how they all kind of center around this thing, but it's not about this hobby. So guys, I really want to thank you for jumping in, and I'm looking forward to doing it again next month. And everybody, have a great night. Thanks.
All right, good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Did you like skip me as well again?
Who did I skip? Did I skip James?
Friday.
Yes.
Who's James?
Jesus.
James.
You like skip me at the beginning. You skip me at the
Hi,
end.
James.
Jake, you don't say anything.
Jesus.
You got 3
Anyway.
seconds before I hang up.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Everyone knows me.
He just
knows
does
that,
another
guys. You can
shot.
find me everywhere. It's been a pleasure, and I'll catch you next time. Yeah. Thanks, George. Yeah. How rude. I thought we was mates.
Awesome.
No,
Well,
all
thank
good.
you.
Meh. Minor details.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Night.
Good night.
Have a good night.